Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's a certified players role. Foundational Black Americans, it's all on us, and it's time to go to work. Certified salute. Let's rock. There they go. Certified salute. I see the regulators is already here. Good. We all here. Shout out to the MISSISSIPPI Delta. Mississippi in the building. Virginia in the building. I see the whole Georgia's in the building. Certified salute to VA. We don't play. We pulling up on everybody every single day. Foundational Black Americans on the East Coast. California, stand up. Represent something proper. Cleveland, stand up. Represent something proper. I see the whole Carolina in the building. Illinois is in the building. Washington in the building. Chicago in the building. Denver in the building. Brooklyn's in the building. Put your middle fingers up if you don't give a fuck. There it is. There we go. Shout out to us. Certified salute. Black Alpha. Certified family. Certified summer. Regulated tour. Full speed. Pulling up. All the smoke. Let's go to work, fam. It's all on us. This is what I'm talking about, brothers and sisters, kings, queens, goddess and gods. When I tell the world that we ain't playing no games, that we making history, that we shattering everything, taking all the trophies, all the money, all the bag, that's exactly what I mean. See, we don't play over here on the Black Alpha Network. We're going to let them know, family. We're going to really let them know something. When we say we run the game, we run the game. When we say that we run the world, we run the world. When we say the Most High and the ancestors is shining down on us, fam, feel the shine because we out here on the grind. Fam, we told everybody we was going to pull up, and that's exactly what we did. And family, when we pulled up, we had them folks super shook. Yeah, I want to send a special shout out to all the Democratic shills out there who thought that certified foundational Black Americans was playing. Look at them there, family. Oh, they scared, family. Look at them right here, family. They super scared, family. Oh, we going to go to work today because when you press these people, and you get in their face and you let them know they don't represent us, fam, they gets to running. Well, damn it, they still running because the regulators is all in the building. And also, we going to break down Mr. Chow Ming Yao, Mr. Lucy Lou, Mr. Hootie Hoo. We going to break it all the way down. So if you're in for some certified business and some certified work, then you in the right place, family, because the regulator tour is here. And I see Chicago just stepped in too. So we about to rock with it. Family, I told everybody that we wasn't playing and we was going to pull up on these people. And I told everybody we was about to go viral again. This is what we do over here. So shout out to the whole team and certified salute to my foundational Black American riders. It is pull-up summer. It is the regulator season, the regulator tour. It's in full effect. It's in full swing. And what are we doing right now, y'all? We letting everybody know. So we took a trip to South Carolina and we went to go holler at Clyburn. Clyburn seen us, split. And just so happens that we bumped into Andy Beshear, you know, the governor of Kentucky. You know, the guy that's probably going to run for president in 2028. Fam, we made work of Kamala 1 month ago. We made work of this guy just a week ago. So we making work of all of them, fam. Did we check the Democrats' ticket in 2028 and did we do it in 2026? You damn right we did, and we'll do it again, baby. It's on and popping, y'all, and we gonna take it all the way to the block and show everybody exactly how it went down. Fam, this is what happens when a foundational Black American is in the building. Not some Africans, not a person of color, not a person of other. No, the real riders. Let's go.
Sir, what are your thoughts on reparations for Black Americans?
Oh, I think that we need to make sure that there is opportunity for everyone in America, and there haven't been enough opportunities.
Specific for Black Americans?
Well, I think we need.
Specifically, I'm asking
No,
specifically.
I think we need to look at early childhood and where we started.
Early childhood, and
I
fam,
think we need to look at.
look, the COONs was lurking. Look at him lurking in the background. Oh, he getting that smoke today. Fam, lock in. Share this video. Make sure you smash the like button. Because if you down for the roast, we going to roast any and everybody, and we going to do it with pride, y'all. Let's go.
I think we need to look at where different dollars go in terms of economic development. I think we need
Well, you
to.
have HR 40, and HR 40's been there for a long time, and hasn't done that.
Well,
So by that time, that's stalled.
but like
I'm saying, like, specifically for Black Americans.
in Kentucky,
kind of like how illegal immigrants get specifically
in
for them.
Kentucky, what we were able to do, for instance, I get it. I'm trying to give you an example of what we've done.
Well, I
in
know a lot
Kentucky.
of them.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay. You don't report it?
I'm not saying.
Here, let me follow up. Let's stay in touch. Let's stay in
It's
touch.
okay. What are you? What's
Yeah.
your name? What's your name? It's on the card. Oh, no, tell me your name. I got
Oh, they done sent in the little handler. The little handler done popped in, family. Oh, we going to break this all the way down today. Fam, I'm telling you, we about to go 100 miles an hour, and we going to go for 3 hours. Buckle your safety belt. Fam, who they thought they was going to send in? An Oompa Loompa? They thought an Oompa Loompa was going to stop this certified energy? Hell no. They tried to send in this handler because we was giving them the work. Fam, anytime you ask somebody about reparations for foundational Black Americans and their answer is everybody or all people, you give them that work. You've heard enough, Black Americans. Remember that. We done heard enough of the excuses. We done heard enough of the alibis. We done heard enough of the justifications. We ain't got one more second for that. So we going to put the pedal to the floor and give them all that work. That's exactly what I did. Notice, fam, I said specifically for Black Americans, and he said,
Oh, I think that we need to make sure that there is opportunity for everyone in America, that there is opportunity for everyone, that there is opportunity for everyone in America, and there haven't been enough
nothing
opportunities.
specific for Black Americans.
I said Black Americans at this point, fam. 10 seconds in, I said it 4 times. I said specifically 4 times. Fam, this ain't no kindergartner. Stay on track, homeboy. Why he bouncing all over the place? Because he's scared. Look at his face, fam. Look at his face. He didn't expect no rider, fam. I'm telling y'all, they don't expect us to pull up. They used to talking to the African American or the person of color. They used to talking to the boule. Them days is over with. Pressed them, fam. Now look at him going to the, oh, damn, what's am I going to say next? You see him thinking, fam. He thinking everything other than what I'm asking him. He wants to be everywhere other than having me in front of him. This is it. We run this. This is our show, fam. And it all started right here in the chat. Fam, I don't know about nobody else's channel. Right here, this viral video that broke all the records, fam. This started in the chat. Salute yourself because I was thinking about every last one of y'all for every single second I was there. I said I can't wait till the certifieds get a hold of this one because y'all came up with the regulator tour. It was y'all idea to start pressing these people. And I just went out and tried to make y'all proud. And I believe y'all very, very proud right now. And I believe he was very, very scared.
Well, I think we need.
Specifically, I'm asking
No,
specifically.
I think we need to look at early childhood and where we started.
Early childhood? See, fam, he was trying to get into some whole what's wrong with Black folks and ain't no daddies in the house. I want y'all to notice that he's still scared too. Look at him. He's scared, fam. And be a man about it. See, we made eye contact over here, fam. He was very, very afraid. Look at him over there looking like, damn, what's I'm going to say's next? What's this we's going to do? I don't know what to come up with. He's making that face, fam, because all his deflections aren't working. He really, genuinely wanted to go into early childhood. What the hell that got to do with anything? We ain't talking about none of that. How about you give me some early reparations? So I ain't got to wait through your BS, partner. Look at his little friend in the back. We ain't going for none of that, family. He done gave 2 excuses in 16 seconds. Fam, this is 16 seconds in, and he's already making excuses. I wasn't having none of that, so we went right around it.
I think we need to look at where different dollars go in terms of economic development. I think we need
You
to.
had HR 40, and HR 40's been there for a long time and hasn't really done that.
Well,
So a lot of times that's stalled.
but like
okay, like specifically for Black Americans,
in Kentucky,
kind of like how these immigrants get specifically
in Kentucky, what we were able to do, for instance, I get it. I'm trying to give you an example of what we've done.
Well, I
in
know a lot
Kentucky.
of them.
No. Fam, you notice how he starts talking about, well, in Kentucky. I said, I ain't talking about Kentucky. I'm talking about nationally. I said reparations for Black Americans. I ain't say reparations for Kentucky. I said Black America. You know what the hell I'm talking about. You ain't gonna play with us. See, fam, they can play these games with us when we're not present. But when we're there, they got to answer. Look at this, fam. On your right side, you see a strong, prideful, foundational Black American man named Black Alpha. On your left side, you see a broken Democrat. Look how I'm looking forward, making eye contact, and look how I reduced the governor of Kentucky to looking down at the ground. And the craziest thing about it is, family, they was out there taking photos. Look at that, fam. This all on camera. This is all on camera. It ain't just my brother, Capital Black. Shout out to you, brother, who was filming this. The W's was filming this. They got the microphones filming this. This has all been captured, y'all. This is going down in history, y'all. We breaking all the rules, y'all. It's going down. They can't stand next to no prideful Black man. F what they talk about. You better go pull that stuff on Vanessa Jones or Broken Buck Kari Sellis, but you can't pull that on no certified. And soon as he says, I got some examples, I said, I got some examples. And then he wanted to leave.
In Kentucky, what we were able to do, for instance, I get it. I'm trying to give you an example of what we've done.
Well, I
in
know a lot
Kentucky.
of them.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay, you don't really support it?
I'm not saying.
Here, let me follow up. Let's stay in touch.
Look, he said, I'm not saying that. Yes, you did. Look at him, fam. Look at him. Look. Every time I move the damn video back, he's scared. Every single time. I mean, damn, I can't make this up. He said, I didn't say that. Yes, you did.
You don't really support it?
I'm not saying.
Here, let me follow up. Let's stay in touch.
It's okay. What are you? What's your name? It's on the card. Oh, no, tell me your name.
Scott Hereford. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So he doesn't support reparations for foundational Black Americans, and y'all seen every single excuse that they gave. And y'all know exactly how it goes. Kentucky, and I ain't asked about Kentucky. I said for Black Americans and America specifically, like immigrants get, and then this is the type of things you get from these Democratic Shield conventions. Shout out to Foundation for Black Americans. Grassroots, we're gonna continue to press them. They got Clyburn up out of here, but we still right here certified all day. Let's go.
There you go. Oh, they were scared, fam. They had to send in everybody. Look at him. I don't know who's most shook. This man or the lady in the back. Look at her in the back, y'all. She ain't doing too much better, y'all. She ain't doing too much better. She looks scared her damn self, don't she? What's happening? Clyburn didn't say this was going to happen. He said we was going to have fish and fry and catfish floating around. There was going to be some chicken and some nuggets. There was going to be some wonder and bread. Shout out to you, sister. They thought they was going to try to play us, but they couldn't, and they can't. And notice this little Oompa Loompa dude. He comes in and says his card. And I said, I don't give a F about your card. I said, you tell me your name.
I appreciate it.
Okay. You don't really support it?
I'm not saying.
Here, let me follow up. Let's stay in touch.
It's okay. What are you? What's your name? It's on the card. Oh, no, tell me your name.
No. I'm a man. When I say, what's your name? You look at me in the eye and you tell me what's your name. I don't tell you to tell me to point at the damn card. I don't read no damn card. You look at me in the eye and tell me what it is.
Scott Hereford. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So he doesn't support reparations for foundational Black Americans, and y'all seen every single excuse that they gave.
This was the best part though, fam, when I can start cooking and hitting the promo. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all, family. Notice, fam, normally it's them telling us we Black and brown. We's people of color. We's a rainbow coalition. At this moment, I'm telling everybody what it is. I'm telling the world he don't support reparation. I'm telling the world he's making excuses. I'm telling the world Clyburn got the hell up out of there. We are in control, Black American brothers and sisters. All my beautiful sisters, all my lovely brothers, we are in control. We control this. Give me a microphone and a camera. I will expose every single op, no matter what political party. I'll look right into the camera and tell the world the real damn story. And we did.
And y'all know exactly how it goes. Kentucky, and I ain't asked about Kentucky. I said for Black Americans and America specifically, like immigrants get, and then this is the type of things you get from these Democratic Shield conventions. Shout out to Foundation for Black Americans. Grassroots, we're going to continue to press them. They got Clyburn up out of here, but we still right here certified all day. Let's go.
Easy work. Easy work, fam. This is how we do things over here on the certified side. Because when you certified all the time. Fam, so here's what happens, y'all. We ended up pulling up. Shout out to my brothers and sisters who pulled up. We told everybody it was about to be regulated season. We told everybody we was going to do it. We did it. See, a lot of folks talk, but they don't be delivering, y'all. We deliver over here. We already told everybody it's going to be a fish fry and some certifieds need to be there. We've been harping on it now for the last several months that we appear courtesy of ourselves, meaning what we say goes. So when these people don't have us there, they act different and they try to hustle us. But we wasn't going for the gambit. So what ended up happening, fam, we pulled up. I met up with the brothers and sisters who were there. I love them with a passion. We're going to break that down. I'm going to give a whole shout out. Matter of fact, we're going to start right damn now with it, fam, because we ain't nothing without our foundational Black American family, y'all. Let me show y'all the most beautiful thing that you'll ever see. Shout out to the regulators, fam. Shout out to the regulators, all right? Shout out to my brother, Capital Black, Miss Jean, Anna, much love, sister, you know it. Y'all see us right there, family? Look at this. This is what happens when certifieds pull up. Fam, this is the only chat in all of Black media where we go out in them streets together. Everybody else just and type. Fam, this is history right here. We pulled up together as a family, watched each other's back, and pressed these people. My brother and sister right here were right next to me when it all went down, y'all. Yes, indeed. They were right next to me as we put these people in check. Yes, indeed. And we were standing on business together, fam. I felt so motivated. Fam, I had the ancestors flowing through me, and nothing can stop us, fam. And the crazy thing about it is that after they ended up running around and getting Clyburn out of there, and after I checked Mr. Andy, okay, Mr. Scared, Mr. I don't want none of Black Alpha, nobody does. I told my brothers and sisters, I said, shit, let's go hop on the stage. Shit, let's go. Let's do it. Fam, nobody was on the stage. Just to let everybody know, that wasn't no picture session. No. I said, yo, fuck that. We about to go jump on the stage. Excuse my language. I said, we about to go up there. Matter of fact, fuck that. We about to get on that damn stage and we about to let it be known. I bet Clyburn didn't know that after his little fish fry and all them lies they was talking about, I bet he never thought that some Black Americans would be on stage taking some pictures. I bet he never thought a Black American would be there with the Reparations generation shirt on, family. Yeah, that's how we do things over here, baby. Fam, it's the new day in the Black American community, family, because the regulators done showed up. They never expected this, fam. We weren't supposed to be on stage. Hell no, we hopped on that damn stage. We hopped on that stage and let it be known. And I had on the Reparations generation shirt, which, by the way, some random person walked up to me and said, man, I like that shirt. You right, reparations. The world wants to get down with us, y'all. The world seeing what we talking about, y'all. This is what I'm saying. Clyburn never thought, never, ever has he ever had a fish fry, and this ended up happening. Never, ever did he have a fish fry, and afterwards, some regulators jumped on stage and left him a few messages. Since, they don't understand what we say when we talk, then we got a little sign language for them. There it is. Yes, indeed. So that's what ended up happening, fam. But let's rewind a bit. Me and my brother, my sister, we walked through the audience. We were looking for Clyburn because we was about to press Clyburn. It's his event, and they say when you go to somebody's house, you go to them first. So we was going to pull up on him. Out of nowhere, my brother Capital Black, I see him looking. And then when he starts looking, you see this big melee. And then you see Andy Bashir and all his little COONs and all his little handlers. Family was like the Red Sea, it parted. He walked by and walked right up to me. Crazy thing about it, though, is, family, as he pulled up, he had cameras with him. So if you notice, the people got the microphones and the cameras, and they was watching it. Everybody surrounded. That's why when we're talking, you see the lights flashing. Fam, that looked like two diplomats meeting, and it was. It was. Fam, look at that right there. Look at that big microphone right there. I told everybody I'm a legend, baby. I told everybody I'm going down in history, baby. Black Alpha, the legend. And I'm riding with my certifieds. Every last one of y'all. Love y'all. Family, look at that. Them was cameras flashing on us. Them was cameras because everybody was taking pictures and they was wondering what the hell was going on. Those people noticed in the background, they weren't doing anything. They was watching this conversation. This is a sitting governor and the #1 foundational Black American activist on the planet Earth, face to face on a hot night in South Carolina. And I'm pressing him about reparations. And everybody told me I won that one. Black Alpha won that one, homeboy. Yeah, KO. That's how we do things. So I ended up checking this dude and all the cameras is there. That's why everybody around us was watching. everybody around us was looking. Look at the people around them, fam. Look at all that. That right there is the look of somebody saying, damn, that black man is whooping your ass. This black man with these twists in his hair, who's from Georgia and Ohio, and he representing certified FBA, he getting the best of you, dog. And this is when Mr. Handler hopped in. But you know what we come to find out is that Mr. Handler doesn't have a hairline. Y'all see the hairline running away? Fam, the hairline is running. It's gone. You can't see it no more. Fam, are y'all getting tether vibes? Are there tether vibes coming over here? What y'all getting? Tether vibes? Punk vibes, COON vibes. Is he getting all three, fam? Is that what you're getting from me, fam? Because I don't know who this guy is. All right, but I understand he ain't want no problems neither. None of them do. So what he ended up doing, he ended up jumping in and trying to run interference because I was pressing him and I was letting him know something. Notice, fam, we never back down. We continue to go forward. See, I remember Kamala Harris. Remember, things changed very fastly. I just checked Kamala Harris a month ago. Okay. And all the Democratic shields was mad. Y'all notice the Democratic shields ain't say nothing about this, though. Y'all notice that, fam? Remember when they told Black Alpha? Oh, what y'all saying? Y'all saying all of the above? Y'all gonna make me hit every alert. Damn it. Only because I love y'all. Only because I love y'all. Let's go to work, fam. We gonna start off with this alert. And from that alert, we're going to proceed to this alert. I think the alert that we can all agree on is this alert. Hide your husband, hide your kids, because I don't think he's too concerned with anybody's wife. I'm just keeping it $150, y'all. But you know, he comes out of nowhere. Boy, that's funny as hell. Boy, y'all got me rolling over here. Oh, it's all world, baby. It's all world. I'm telling y'all, it's the dawn of a new day. It's the dawn of a new day. Anybody got playing in their head and they think we going backwards and back in time? Hell no, family. We running this. This is it. This is foundational Black America. Grassroots certified from now until forever. This is how the Black American community will be represented by us. Nobody else. No false prophets, no fakes, no ops, no want-to-bes, no tethers, no cosplayers. It's all about us because we said so. And I got 50 million brothers and sisters down the ride. Now what we talking about. But notice the Democratic shields ain't saying nothing. Because remember they said, Black Alpha, you need to go to somebody in power. Well, he's in power. Oh, y'all thought Black Alpha was playing. No. Kamala and him. So y'all said, go get somebody in power. So I went to him and he gave the same excuse because these people do not rock with us. But let me tell you something he did, fam. He said some nonsense and he was running around here and he was talking about, here's my card and all that stuff. And, you know, the crazy thing is, man, is that, you know, Black Alpha, you know, you can't really do those kind of things because, fam, I kept the card. So my question is to you guys, what should we do with this card? What should we do? Fam, we got the brothers and sisters in here tonight. We've only been on for 23 minutes and we've got about 1.6 thousand people in here because we break all the records. Question becomes, what should we do with Mr. PONKCOON and Tetherman? Should we let the brothers and sisters hear about it? Or should I let the brothers and sisters have the number? I mean, we can do anything because this is our world. And apparently they're afraid of us. So it's a new time, fam. I'm looking at the chat. I need some answers, fam. Voila. I mean, damn, we can get right to it. I mean, this is a public card. He gave it to me. See, he thought he was just going to give me the card and try to keep us quiet. But you don't realize, man, I'm a foundational Black American, baby, and we about 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 steps ahead of everybody. Okay, we can't see y'all, man. So many championship rings can't even ball up my fist. What we talking about, fam? So the question becomes, somebody said, rip it. No, it's not rip it. I would have ripped it before. No. Let's give it a call, fam. You know what I'm saying? We should go ahead and call it. You know what? I see naturals in here. I should send this to Natural and have, Natural, maybe post it. You know what I'm saying? And let y'all say what y'all want to say. I mean, he said, let's keep in touch, right? He wants to keep in touch. So, I mean, let's all keep in touch. So maybe y'all should keep in touch. Maybe y'all should tell him about why that hairline is going backwards and it doesn't exist, and why he's Mr. He don't have a woman, okay? And why he's out here ducking for cover and trying to help out the dominant society. How about, the brothers and sisters just, let them know what time it is, y'all? Doesn't that look very, very familiar? I say that right there. Y'all say call him. Okay, Natural, I'm about to send this to you because I'm going to have you go ahead and let the brothers and sisters see what it is. We can just make phone calls, man. We can call ICE, and then we can call on this guy, and we can get it all on the line, family. You with it? You with it? You with it? There they go, fam. Natural, stay tuned. I'm about to hit you up. There they go. This is what we're talking about, because we run everything out there, running protection. He was out there saying, what's the matter, boss? We sick? No, your boss got checked. See, let me tell you something, okay? Everybody's talking about, well, Black Alpha, you from Ohio and you from Georgia. Why would you go to the governor of Kentucky? Well, you got to understand, baby, I'm a descendant of a Kentucky horse trainer. Rest in peace, Grandpa. My people are from Kentucky, okay? My earliest memories on the planet Earth are from the state of Kentucky. That's the first place I ever lived, okay? So I know all about Kentucky. I know all about what's going on, and my people been in Kentucky longer than his people have been in Kentucky. So when I tell everybody that there's no jurisdiction for certified foundational Black Americans, then, fam, there's no jurisdiction for us. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. Natural, I'm about to hit you up. Here we go. I'm about to hit you up, Natural. Go ahead and, handle this for the individual right there. Yes, indeed. We about to go in today. We about to rock today, fam. I told y'all we was going to break all types of records. We was about to hold it down. There's a 1, 2, 3. There they go. Yep. He done gave me his card. Boy, you in trouble now. I don't know, man. The certifieds is going to be way more on you than I am. I don't know, dog. It's about to get real in the field, and we're going to be real right here along with it. But family, so what ended up happening is when I pulled up on them, all the cameras come. And when all the cameras come, then next thing you know, people are watching it. See, he thought he was going to hit us with the, what's the matter with Black people? Okay, and when everybody noticed he was going to hit us with the, there's no daddy in the household. All right, then he tried to go to Kentucky. I wouldn't let him get off on none of that, because we're going to talk about what we want to talk about. I said reparations specifically for Black Americans. You know who the hell I'm talking about, and you know exactly what I'm saying, okay? And notice, fam, I threw in the little immigrants too. I threw the immigrants in there, all right? And I said, well, what about like how the immigrants get? See, they don't like those answers. See, they want to just hit you with this, that, and the other thing. We're not going for none of that. We want to know about it. We want to see about it. But fam, let me tell y'all what they was doing on stage. Do y'all know that this Bashir guy, he said that he's the man who makes the chicken, and he gave Clyburn a chicken trophy? I'm not lying. Clyburn accepted a damn chicken trophy from this man. Y'all look at this right here. Y'all look at this right here, fam. Look at this. This is the shenanigans. That's the stage that we jumped on. Oh, fam, regulating in full time. Watch this.
So as governor of Kentucky, I get to give the highest civilian honor to people who've done important things all over this country. And I know this is a fish fry. And in Kentucky, we mainly cook the chicken. 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 We mainly cook the chicken.
What? Fam, look at Clyburn over there. What's that, chicken now? What? You said chicken? There's going to be some chicken up in here? Damn. Oh, what the hell? He said chicken. I'm going to get me some now. Oh, it's over with. Clyburn, your fish fry got embarrassed.
And in Kentucky, we mainly cook the chicken. We mainly cook the chicken. But tonight, I am honored to make Jim Clyburn our newest Kentucky Colonel. Congratulations.
What?
Thank you all very much. Let's go get big wins in November. Thank you.
Well, let me thank you, Governor.
He just took a damn chicken trophy. He took a damn chicken trophy, fam. Y'all see these damn shenanigans with these Democrats, these Democrat heads? No. That man said, well, I want to thank you for the chicken now. Here, but my whole life I want some chicken trophies now.
Thank you all very much. Let's go get big wins in November. Thank you.
Well, let me thank you, Governor, for this new title. but I hope it comes with a little Kentucky bourbon.
No. I'm going to tell you what it comes with. What it comes with is some certified foundational Black Americans who done pulled up and hopped on that stage. Fam, oh, we embarrassed him. Oh, Clyburn's embarrassed, fam. That video went extremely viral. Oh, we got the clap back. Oh, fam, that's what we left him. That's what he got in return, y'all. This was never supposed to happen, brothers and sisters. It was never supposed to go down like that. No, it wasn't. He was supposed to sit there and get his little chicken trophy and walk off stage, and they was going to dance, and then we hopped on stage and did that. Fam, that picture right there, fam, I'm going to have to get that on a poster. I'm sorry, fam. They never expected a foundational Black American advocate, a foundational Black American activist, and his foundational Black American brothers and sisters to pull up on them and hop on that stage. We weren't invited to do none of this. We did it anyway. And notice how your boy Black Alpha got that Reparations generation shirt. And notice how my brother Capital Black, notice he got on that Black American legend shirt, fam. We not playing. Them is two riders right there, fam. Let me tell you something, okay? My brother Capital, that's a rider, y'all. Y'all follow him. If you in the house tonight, brother, certified salute. That brother's a rider. That brother pulled up and said, Alpha, let's go. Let's go, Alpha. Anywhere, let's pop. Soon as I stepped off the stage, my brother was right there. When I hit the corner, my brother right there. He seen Bashir before I did. Shout out to my brother. Also, shout out to Miss Jean. I seen her, fam. She came out the woodwork, fam. She's like, Black, I'm here. Let's go. And she gave us the most passionate speech. And she said, we got to keep riding. We got to keep grinding. We got to keep on swinging, y'all. And we all exchanged numbers. And shout out to our good sister, fam. Shout out to, I see you in here right now, sister. Shout out to our sister right here, fam, because I'm going to tell you something. First off, she funny as hell, okay? Yeah, she said that wasn't no damn fish fry. That was some damn fish and some Wonder Bread. She said there was some Wonder Bread in there, fam. That wasn't no damn nothing. That stuff was nasty. She said, fam, that was a fish fry, and I couldn't smell no damn fish. I don't know what the hell that was, fam. That was mutated. That was like seedless vegetables, seedless goddamn fruit. I don't know what the hell that was, fam. But it was there. And, fam, that was the chat. This same chat that's here now. That's where it was, fam. And we had each other's back, y'all. We was holding each other down. Us three right here, we're the ones who walked up, and then we checked them, and then we got back to business, and we stood on business, and that's all we do, and we going to continue to do it, fam. That's one. And then there'll two, and there'll be three, and there'll be four, and it only get bigger and bigger and bigger. See, now we're creating a culture that foundational Black American brothers and sisters are everywhere now, and we're pulling up on these people. As soon as I walked in, somebody seen me personally. You know what I'm saying? They already knew what it was. They seen the twist, and they knew I didn't give a damn. And then here came all the other brothers and sisters that was down, fam. And then this is when we pulled up on them. So when I ended up seeing Bashir, y'all seen how it turned out. Look at his face, fam. This was his face in reality. Look at him, dog. Clyburn out there shook, boy. Clyburn knew what it was. They were scared. If you're scared, just say you're scared, dog. If you're scared, just say you're scared. That's okay. We got that effect on people. But, fam, speaking of effect on people, I'm gonna give a shout out to Kiana, okay, the rider, because I got a picture of some of the people who were at this event. Fam, there was some PONKs at this event. Y'all look at your screen. Look at you, fam. This what was going on at the fish fry. That was the audience at the fish fry, family. Y'all see this right here? Yes. Fam, who is that? Or should I say, what are you? Shout out to everybody who know about Mo Money. Baby food and therapy. This MF needs lots of it. Mo money. Fam, what is this? And why is this there? Fam, that wasn't the only one. There was a lots of them there at this event. And oh man, they was real angry, upset, and mad. And they didn't want to see us there. Fam. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know what that is, but I got the hell up out of there. And this is what it was, man. So we're all on deck and we're all working with each other, and we're all signaling different things that we're seeing, and we're all calling it out. So as he walks up and the crowd completely opens, I walk right up to him. I'm a grown-ass man. See, notice, fam, we wasn't jumping. Y'all roasting him in the chat. We wasn't jumping on tables like the Democrats was doing. We wasn't out there running up on folks. I shook his hand, fam. That was a diplomatic meeting between the number one activist on the planet Earth, who just so happens to be your foundational Black American brother, and the governor of California, or excuse me, of Kentucky. We'll get the governor of California too, because some California folks out there. And we had a diplomatic meeting in the conversation, and the conversation went my way, and I completely dominated him, and I completely broke him. But let me tell you guys what the biggest part of this is, fam. They're throwing around right now that he is going to run with Kamala in 2028. Fam, this is historic. Remember I told everybody when I was going to check Kamala Harris and I said I was going to get it. Oh, shout out to the family because y'all were tweeting me and everybody's like, Black Alpha's not live tonight. He must be up to something. You damn right. So certified salute to y'all. Y'all know if I miss a Friday night show, fam, FBA Friday, I'm up to something. You know what I'm saying? But I told everybody I was going to do it. I told everybody I was going to get Kamala got him. I told everybody we was going to go up to this fish fry and got him. See, I'm more happy about seeing this guy than Clyburn. Clyburn is done. He's cutting deals with Republicans. He could barely speak, by the way. He was like, fish fry and this, that, and he almost fell off the stage. Clyburn is the only person older than Joe Biden, okay? He's a dinosaur. He's done. But this Andy Beshear, see, the Democrats are trying to make him their new person, and they're trying to prop him up to be the next president or the next representative for them. So it's going to be him and Kamala in 2028, which is only going to make what I did even more historic and more special because we're taking it to the next level. Family, let me tell you something. I checked Kamala Harris in Savannah, Georgia 1 month ago. Loved it. I checked Andy Beshear in South Carolina just a few days ago. Loved it. That right there looks like it's going to be the ticket for the Democrats in 2028. So essentially, Black Alpha, the number one activist on the planet, I checked the Democrats' future 2028 campaign officials. I checked them in 2026. I checked them 2 years before they even put their ticket together to go run. Okay, this is what we're doing, fam. We're always ahead now in this era. We're always in the future in this era. And fam, they done sent out all these shields is mad. Oh, fam, here come the Tethercrats. Here come the Tethercrats. Fam, this person right here says FBA is MAGA. And this person also says that they're not an African. Fam, look at that forehead. Okay, come on. But fam, they mad. Oh, they mad, fam. They don't like these pull-ups. They don't like them. They're upset. And they're going to stay mad. Watch this.
Okay, but the racism is on full display. No one could ever say that it's not here, that it doesn't exist, that these people are not, in fact, perpetuating systems of white supremacy. That's exactly what's happening. And it's important that we recognize that. And that's why when we see the FBA, this, like I said, this is inconsistent with sanity. To be an FBA and to be a right-wing MAGA is absolutely a contradiction in terms. These people are walking to the edge of the bridge, okay? They have lost their Looney Tune bends. Where am I from? I am from America. No, that's what I'm explaining to you.
You ain't from no damn... Look at it, fam. Look at the freeze frame on that damn Friedman forehead. Yo, half your forehead's on the other side of the border. You ain't from no damn America. You better stop playing. I'm telling America. Not by that forehead and that gap. Hell no, you ain't. No, I ain't seen. Only gap I seen bigger than that, family, is the damn border when Joe Biden was in office. And it was wide the hell open. Y'all see? Oh, they sending out the shields. Anything to try to stop this FBA energy because it ain't working.
Looney Tune bends. Where am I from? I am from America. That's what I'm explaining to you. My ancestors were brought here in the 1400s. Yeah, absolutely. No, a tether, that's you. So you're an FBA? Love it. I love an FBA. I love when they out themselves. That's great. Thank you. I love when they out themselves because they sound insane. A tether? You think life is a movie? We're in real life. That's insane to say.
Yeah, in real life, you a fleabee, which means your family done fled all across the damn earth. Okay, we want to talk real life. In real life, fam, why is she getting triggered by the word tether? She's not a tether. Why? If the Joe Law fits, wear it. If the Joe Law fits, wear it. Nah. Don't do that now. You know damn well you a tether. Nah. See, fam, look at these people so upset. They're scared.
Say some things like that. You may need to seek medical attention. That's what I've come to realize about these group of people. They actually need therapy. And we're living in a society that has underestimated the importance of therapy. There is such a thing as post-traumatic slave disorder. I believe that. I absolutely believe that because the psychosis that Black people had to go through after hundreds of years of violence. And honestly, that has continued to this day, right? We have continued to be under a violent fascist dictatorship ourselves. Okay, yeah, we need lots and lots of therapy. Now, me, myself, I've had therapy.
I know you did. You had tether therapy. And you wanted to know why daddy left you when you were still just a flea bee in the village. And you also wanted to know why your forehead looks like a basketball court. I know. She just told you. She just sat there and told you, I've had therapy. I know you did. The hell, big shocker. You had therapy. We all know you had therapy. Lots and lots of it. Because with that head, you got lots and lots of forehead. So you need lots and lots of therapy. Easy work. You ain't fooling nobody. Your fam, they'll just sit back and they'll tell you all their problems, and they'll tell you how bad life is, and they'll tell you that they can't hang with FBA. Remember, y'all, this is nothing more than fear. This is fear. These people are afraid that they think that they're going to be over here trying to cosplay our culture, but now they know that FBA ain't going for it, ain't standing for it, ain't having none of it. So yeah, you having a hell of a lot of therapy, and you're going to continue to do it because you got a hell of a lot of forehead.
That's why I know how beneficial it can be. Because you guys you say insane things like tethers because you don't understand what Pan-Africanism is.
There you go.
Pan-Africanism is an ideal been around much longer than you have. Even this FBA movement, like I said, is founded in a right-wing. This is a philosophy of these people, like the Heritage Foundation and MAGA. This is them perpetuating ideas for Black people. And you guys just like buy into it. It's impossible to reason with people that can't tell the difference between boys and girls. I know you guys are very confused. You're very confused because you don't seem to understand the difference between raccoons and racists either.
But let me tell you what I can tell the difference. A Black American hairline and your no line. How about that one? Since we can spot the difference. Yeah, man, they be thinking they slick too. They be like the worst joke. They corny. Ain't they corny as hell? They be corny. They be thinking they be eating too. They be like, because I can tell that you don't know who, what is, and why. None of that landed. That was whack as hell. Okay, that's that straight up African, Caribbean type of humor where they think they really getting off, but really we making fun of them. You're about to go home. Matter of fact, are you even in America right now? I think she's in a village. Fam, you got to remember, a lot of these people get mad at us because they don't want to leave America. And then there's another section of these individuals who get mad because they can't come to America. I don't think that individual's probably even in America, y'all. That's a straight up tether. That's a tethercrat, okay? Upset and mad that a tethercrat can't get no of that Democratic crack, and she has no more supply. So it's all up for them. That's really what it is, fam. She can't come to America, and she can't get next to Zaddy because apparently Zaddy done got that work. So therefore, she can't be around them. Fam, when your forehead is like this, and then when the light shines and puts that circle, and the damn circle is that big, the circle on your forehead is about as wide as Virginia, okay? And your ass needs to stay in Zimbabwe because you can't come over here. But fam, that ain't the only one. No, they sending out all these little Democrats. Oh boy, they out here. They out here. The Democrats is real mad too, y'all. I want y'all to see this guy. This guy said he don't like this. He said he don't like what's going on with y'all Black Americans. How come we can't just be regular? Watch.
You know, America, I don't like this FBA stuff, this foundation, Black American stuff, because, you know, the foundation is the lowest part of the building. It's the structure. And then we ain't got no structure as foundational. Because you got to think about it, the only foundation that we got is making other people wealthy. Our foundation is our money, our wealth that we take to other people. So if you want to call yourself a foundational Black American, you know, that's fine. But I think it's just the lowest part of the building. You know, the one that holds all the weight, the structure. Now, don't you think we don't held enough weight in America? All of these years that your ancestors had to go through to call yourself the lowest part of the building? I mean, like, it really don't make no sense. Why can't you just be a Black American on what you are? You already don't been called Negroes. You don't been called a color. Now you got to change yourself to foundational. I don't like the foundational.
Why are they begging? Boy, they trying to get us to stop. Why? Why y'all got to be the foundation now? The foundation is the worst part. Actually, the foundation is the strength of everything. Okay? The foundation isn't going anywhere. The foundation is number one. The foundation is the original. You know, like you had original teeth and now you have dentures. Matter of fact, you're probably on your 15th pair. You know, it's kind of like that. So, you know, just apply the same damn thing. Fam, are they begging us? Fam, this looks like they're begging us, fam. Fam, it looks like they're begging us to stop being foundational Black Americans. Fam, when they get to the point where they are reduced to begging, I think this is over with. I think it's a wrap for these individuals, y'all. I think now they done seen the paint on the wall has dried. They asses is either going home or to the nursing home. But they can't stay here. This is what is coming across to me, y'all. These people now are openly begging us to stop being FBA. You only begging if you're losing, bruh.
Because that means that you bearing everybody else weight and they walk all over you. I don't like that. I just don't feel that one. But a lot of people do. But you can't be on that broad road, America. What? You got to be on the narrow road sometimes.
Did he say broad road or broad road? I don't know. What the hell did he just say right there? You can't be all broad road, America. Damn, this motherfucker done put some 7s, some Z's, some 5s. He done typed in a whole walkie-talkie. What?
You got to be on the narrow road sometimes. A lot of people do. But you can't be on that broad road, America.
What?
You got that broad road, America. On that broad road, America. You got to be on the
broad road or broad. He ain't got no teeth. I thought I was just bullshit. I guess he don't. This is the No Teeth Chronicles, y'all. And apparently you're on broad road, America. You don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Narrow road sometimes. You know, you got to make your own way. And because they call themselves that, I refuse to call myself that. I am an American first. I mean, my people don't been walked on enough. And I'm no foundation for nobody. You know what?
Damn, he said that with his dentures out, didn't he? He said that with his dentures out too, boy. He meant that every single word. He ain't on no wow, okay, good. Bye. See, fam, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So when you start adding up all the things that are going, fam, look at our momentum. They're openly right now trying to beg us to stop saying foundational. Foundational in front of Black American is the extra sauce. That's the part that changes everything. That's the denominator that makes everybody afraid, okay? They're extra afraid of that because they can't remix it. You can't come around here and just say, I'm a Black American, and somebody gonna say, I'm Black too, brother. You can't come around here and say, I'm a person of color. The foundational is the part that they've been trying, but they cannot stop, okay? So now that we've gathered all of that up, and on top of that, the delineation process is moving so strong. These people are running, fam, and they're openly trying to beg us to stop being foundational Black Americans, but it's only making us stronger. Fam, we got all the power, all the momentum. It is June, right? And we in here heavy, right? And we holding it down, true? So fam, look how much we're getting bigger and stronger by every single second and every single metric. These folks are out here trying to get Black Americans to get on board with their agendas and all their nonsense. We ain't going for it. We ain't going for it, fam. We standing 10 toes down in the paint, y'all. And this is where we should have always been. But guess what? We here now. We here now and we strong with it. We strong with it. How many of y'all seen when the NAACP was talking about that Black and brown stuff? Did you guys see that? And did you see the brothers and sisters in Ohio? Did you see them booing and check dude? Let's go there now. Shit, fam. This on top of me pulling up on Andy Bashir, on top of me checking Kamala, on top of the regulator tour, is making things very, very, very scarce for all of these people. Watch this, y'all.
To flourish. The numbers, what we can have is that solidarity, because our cause is our cause. So we all know that we want to be able to eat. You know, we should all be able to eat, to flourish, to be able to be happy in this city. And so whatever that looks like to you is what needs to be communicated to the powers that be.
Solidarity with whom? Could you describe who need to be in solidarity with? I'm confused.
For me, that's Black and brown people throughout the city.
Could you describe who need to be in solidarity with? I'm confused.
For me, that's Black and brown people throughout the city.
Well, Brothers and sisters ain't going for that. Brothers and sisters ain't going for that. Hell no. Hell no. Look at him right there, fam. Look at him trying to buck his eyes. You ain't gonna buck your way out of this one, bro. Bro was bucking, wasn't he? Wasn't he bucking, y'all?
Well, if that's I'm not sure if the issue is there. If it's a numbers game, we're at the same problem. But where are we?
Look at the brothers and sisters. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't nobody on none of that. They put black and brown. Where's about black and brown? If we could do it, we would do it with all black and brown. If we do it. But if we can't do it, then we can't do it. But I mean, if the brown were there, then we'd be fair. But the brown ain't here, so they can't be there. Hell no. Look at that, family. Y'all see the difference? I want everybody to see the difference between then and now. Brothers and sisters wasn't going for none of that.
Be able to eat. You know, we should all be able to eat, to flourish, to be able to be happy in this city. And so whatever that looks like to you is what needs to be communicated to the powers that be.
Solidarity with whom? Could you describe who need to be in solidarity with? I'm confused.
For me, that's black and brown people throughout the city.
Could you describe who need to be in solidarity with? I'm confused.
For me, that's black and brown people throughout the city. Well, if that's I'm not sure if the issue is.
The people have spoken. We don't want nothing to do with your fake little coalitions that don't exist. We don't want none of their black and brown. The black and brown people knew out the shit. Nope. Look at that though, family. I want y'all to see the significance of it. Okay. Aesthetics are very powerful. All right. Aesthetics are very powerful, especially in the digital age that we live in today, where we have to spread the message and people have to see it. Me checking Kamala Harris, the aesthetics of it was so powerful. It went viral. And then me checking Andy Beshear, the aesthetics of it, a black American activist looking eye to eye with the governor who's looking down and all of his team looks defeated. My team was certified and strong. I was flanked by my brother and my sister, and we were standing 10 toes flat. They weren't. The aesthetics, very, very powerful. And the aesthetics of that right there, how you can see he's sitting there talking and everybody's looking at him saying, hell no. What the hell you talking about? Hell no. And that's the difference. Now, I'm going to say this now. Shout out to the panel. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was there or the regulators was there, that video would have been another 10 minutes. Fam, let me ask y'all. If y'all was on the panel, shout out to the people do what they do, you know what I'm saying? And just, but it ain't going to be no just, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. The shit. Hey, fam, imagine if one of us was on there. We could leave Black Alpha out. Fam, what we got in here? We in here deep tonight. We got 2,000 people in here, 2.1 thousand. Leave Black Alpha on the corner. I'm not even there. All right. What if one of y'all was on that panel? Fam, how long would the video have been? Y'all would have went in depth, wouldn't y'all? It wouldn't have been boo, boo. It wouldn't have been that. Fam, we're natural. Imagine if Natural was on that stage. Imagine that, fam. I think that would have went long. He would have got a lashing. That's what it would have been. It would have went way longer, y'all. It would have been about 10, 15 minutes. It wouldn't have been just, we're disgusted with what you said. Oh, God, I don't like that. Jesus, goodness. No, It would have been like, what you say? Go ahead. Say it again. Let me hear what you got to say. And then I'm going to go ahead and check. It would have been G-checking, family. It would have been a whole different game, okay, had some of the regulators been on that stage. And that's what we're doing, y'all. Okay, shout out to the people who really hold it down, and then shout out extra to the regulators, because we taking it another step further, fam. We in here like, no. You're going to have to atone for your words and your statements and your actions. Somebody, you said it would have been 2 days long. I'm seeing y'all in here. See, somebody said 50 lashes. I'm telling y'all, look at that right there. The regulator energy would have been slightly more aggressive, okay? It wouldn't have just been like, oh, God, I don't like what you said. Wouldn't have been no eye rolling with us, fam. Wouldn't have been no eye rolling with the regulators. The regulators would have been like, nah, You might have took a flight off that stage, okay? The same way you and walked on that stage, you might have, okay? You might have been gone. You know what I'm saying? Your legs, you ain't going to need them. You might have been up out of there. And that's the difference, man, because we're bringing in a new era of energy. Shout out to a brother. I don't know who he is, man. He was in my brother Tariq's chat the other day, and he said, shout out to Black Alpha because he's ushering in a new era of G-checking regulating. And that's really what we're doing, y'all. Notice now, the activism that we have, y'all said lashes. It'll be about 5-6 days long, straight up. That's what we talking about. My sister, I see you, sister. Slow cooked them. Yep. We would have been up in there, fam, a little different because our regulating and our activism and our style is more like we're pressed for time, okay? I want everybody to notice and feel the flow that we got right now. We're bringing in a new era of activism, where this era of activism that we're ushering in is an era of we getting in these people's face and we checking these people, okay? All that let them talk, no. See, let me tell you what Andy Bashir was going to do. I was going to let him talk. He was going to tell me about childhood that ain't got shit to do with reparations. He was going to tell me about Kentucky that ain't got ish to do with national reparations. And he said everyone that ain't got shit to do with Black Americans. That's what would have happened if I would have let him talk. We ain't on none of that, family. Foundational Black Americans is in here, okay? Just like right there, it would have been BTA, belts to ass, and that's the energy that we coming with it, fam. I want to go let him talk, because let me tell you what would have happened had I let him talk. Had I let him talk, he was going to give me a bunch of Democratic shield babble for about 2 minutes, and then he was going to run, and I wouldn't have been able to sit there and respond. I would have been the one sitting there looking like his people. I'd have been like, okay, well, let me say this. Sorry, guy, I got to go. Pew! He would have been out the door. See, I know all your games. I know all your cons. I know all your tricks. I know exactly what you're going to do. I don't trust you, so we're going to get right to it. This is a new era of activism that is regulator style. This is a G-checking. This is where we're saying what we want to say. You got 2 seconds, okay? And if you start off, when I ask you a question that is specifically in regards to foundational Black Americans, and you say everybody, then you're going to get all this damn smoke, every bit of it. That's the difference, fam. You want to bring up all people, you're going to get all the smoke. You want to bring up everybody, you're going to get every bit of this smoke. But it's going to be some smoke. So you better make the wise decision. And that decision you make better be answering my damn question. That's the energy that we're bringing in nowadays, family. We ain't going to sit back and let these people babble us. We done seen it before. Fam, how much longer do you got? How much longer, fam? I told y'all, there's 24 hours in a day. Black Americans only acknowledge 2 times. That is, your ass got one more time to mess with me, and your ass done mess with me for the last time, okay? The one more time and the last time is the only times that matter to Black Americans. Everything else is whatever the F. So that's the way we approached it, and that's the way we get it, and that's the way that the thing is going to change, fam. And now you're starting to see the youth behind us, and they're watching us. But as he sits there and talks about these Black and brown coalitions, let me show y'all what they're trying to push on us. Did y'all see the video of the brother that goes to a Cinco de Mayo event? I think he was a streamer. I don't know who he is. And they told him, get up out of there. Matter of fact, whoa, hold up. They told him, we don't want you here, and they were going to call the police on him. Let me show y'all what the Black and Brown Coalition does when people want to run with it. That's why we say F the NAACP, F the Congressional Black Caucus, F the Boule, and F anybody who got a problem with it. Fam, we're straightforward, and we real with it, and we're getting it done. Look at this right here, fam. The brother literally tried to walk up and talk to these people, and watch how they treat him. Does this look like a coalition?
Hola, happy Cinco de Mayo. How y'all doing?
You can no, you're not allowed to. You can't record.
No, I'm not recording. It's not recording.
No.
I'm streaming, so you can't stop
I
it.
say no. Stop.
No, I'm saying you can't stop it. You can't stop it.
Well, you need to stop it.
I'm saying this is the office, right?
Please, sir, get out of my
I'm trying to buy an apartment.
No, get out of my
Tell them I said, hey, it's okay. I'm about to go though, because I don't want no problem. I just want to tell y'all happy Cinco de Mayo. If I'm leaving, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. That's why I'm leaving. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I just said happy Cinco de Mayo. That's all I was saying to everybody. No, it's okay. I can't stop it. Don't scream it. You feel me? What you mean, need a property?
She's telling you to leave.
I am leaving.
You're leaving that way.
I'm walking. What you mean? Come on, man. They told me to go ahead on, so I'm going about my business. I'm just making sure that everything copacetic stay, because I ain't want no problem. I just told them happy Cinco de Mayo. Right there. That's all I was doing. Listen, man, I appreciate it. I need a Quito. Okay. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, right?
Look at these people. Look how hostile they are, family. Look how hostile they are. First off, I wouldn't have been there anyway. I don't know if he's trolling them and just trying to get this on camera, so I'll reserve judgment. Okay, I'd have walked right through them. I'd have walked right through every one of them. Bop, bop, bop. Walk right through them. That's what I would have done. Yeah, or called ICE. Damn right. You see what we're talking about, fam? This is what we're saying.
Cinco de Mayo? You don't know? Oh, ask somebody down there? All right. Hey, I was trying to figure out, bro. I'm trying to figure out what exactly. Wait, English? Yeah. Are you Mexican at all or no? You Mexican? No, not Mexican. Are you from Mexico or no? Oh, damn. I'm trying to figure out what Cinco de Mayo means. Hola, happy Cinco de Mayo. How y'all doing?
You can no, you're not allowed to. You can't record.
Look at that right there, family. This is the Blacks and Browns coalition right there. The Blacks and Browns coalition. This is how they feel. No, you cannot do the card. You can't do nothing. You have to leave. Please go. Please leave. Please go. That's what we're talking about. For no reason.
No, I'm not recording. It's not recording. I'm streaming, so you can't stop it.
No, stop.
I'm not saying you can't.
Man, if you don't call Ike, man, I'm getting the damn phone. He better than that. I'm going to tell you today, because that damn phone coming out, and I'm calling ICE pronto, ASAP, gone. He going to understand. See, I'm telling you right now, this is what I'm talking about, family. We ain't out here playing with these individuals. We ain't out here joking with them, none of that. We getting straight to it, straight to business. Tom Homan would have been there in about 2 seconds. I'd have gave Tom Homan all the coordinates. I'd have gave him the neighborhood. I'd have gave him the block. I'd have told Tom Homan what she was wearing. I'd have told him that it's across the street from the damn taco truck. Tom Homan would have been there so damn fast. Fam, we got all the damn power. Straight up. It'd have been Negro de Mayo if I was up in there. That's how you handle business. But we doing it the certified way. So if they ain't trying to be on that type of certified time, fam, then that'd be that. So when they run around here and they talk about blacks and browns coalition, remember that, fam. It's not the black and brown coalition. It's the black and brown coalition, right? And it's also not the people of color. It's the leeches of color. It's not the minority. It's the minority. And all of those things have something very clear in it. You have people who are lying. You have people who are leeching. And then you have straight up no, okay? And none of those apply to us. See, we done shut the door and the gates on everybody. So we're sticking to ourselves. See, fam, that's the beautiful thing. Because let's say this in reality, y'all. The reason why everyone has such an issue with the grassroots is because we're sticking to ourselves. We're sticking to ourselves. See, us sticking to ourselves, it puts fear in a lot of people. They try to come out here and try to get us to slide and go to another area and rock with them and everything. They really don't like black people being just black people. They want black folks to be with everybody, okay? They want to just steal. And delineation to shut all of that down, so there's no way that they can do it. And we're showing up in blocks. Let me say this, fam. Have y'all noticed our synchronization and our unity is stronger than ever right now? See, when you're grassroots and you have a grassroots energy and a grassroots vibe about yourself, your energy becomes extra powerful, right? And we are so on the same page right now that it is frightening to these individuals. They can't run around here and say these things like, y'all's got to do this, y'all needs to do that. No, y'all's better get the F out our goddamn way, because we're getting to that bank regardless. We're going to cash that money regardless. We're going to leave with the bag regardless. Whether you get checked in the process is up to you. See, fam, what we've done now, we've left them with an option. Whether they get checked or not is a matter of whether they get the hell out of our way or not. See, those are the options that we left people. Either get the hell out the way and don't get checked, or stay where you at, get checked, embarrassed, exposed, and put on that big ass Summer Jam screen for the world. Those are the only two options. There ain't a third one. And foundational Black Americans have made that clear in the grassroots in this generation, and that's why we're so powerful. And when I tell y'all we're powerful, fam, they send out a lot of weird people. I need to hit the PONK alert for this one too. Y'all look at this right here. This is another one of those, as my sister always says, fake love letters. Yes. Fam, watch this. It's always the black people. Fam, here come the vampires. The vampires are out, and the vampires got a statement.
Less than 3% of the Black community's vote went Republican in these recent elections, in state and local elections in Georgia and Louisiana. 97.6% of the Black community's vote went Democratic. And you can't look at the numbers, the record turnout of those numbers, without contributing it to the Black community, because they have used the overturning of the Voting Rights Act as a rallying cry. Black women, God, I love you, they are using this to rally the entirety of the Black community.
Nah, sisters ain't rocking with the Democratic plantation like that. Fam, don't let them people tell you all that stuff. They say, oh, the 92 percenters. Fam, that's a 92% with about 50% voters going down. Yeah, don't let them hit you with that. Fam, this ain't working either. This ain't working either. Oh, Black women is going to do that. First off, you're a white man, okay? So I don't know why you're talking about Black women, Bob. Fam, this is Bob right here. This is Bob. Fam, I know a Bob when I see a Bob. This is Bob. This is no Karen. This ain't a Karen, y'all. This is a Ken, all right? I don't know who Ken thinks he's trying to con, but it ain't working, Ken. Sisters ain't rocking with the Democratic Party like that.
God, I love you. They are using this to rally the entirety of the Black community to get out and vote.
Ha!
This is another pivotal moment, the same as the one on this exact date when they crossed that bridge, when they were brutalized and beaten for crossing that bridge. And the fact that we are not standing side by side with them again blows my mind.
Somebody in the chat said Bob the Builder. This person right here be doing tricep extensions. If you don't get the hell up out of here, this thing done transitioned about 7 times. If you don't miss me.
It's always been the Black community that has ensured that we have the rights we have. It was them from the get-go. And it looks like it's going to remain them. And why we're not standing side by sides with our fellow Americans.
Oh, please.
Human beings. We're not standing side by sides with our fellow Americans.
Now they want us to be American. Fam, what happened to all that y'all generic African talk? You notice, fam, they trying to flippity flop now. It was, y'all's is really African. Go back to Ghana. How about Ghana reparations? How about we all gets together? Now they want to start talking about our fellows American. Okay, since we American, how about you get the hell out of our damn way and we go get them foundational Black American dollar bills? How about that one? Oh, you ain't gonna talk about that though, is you, Bob? Uh-huh. Nice try, Bob. You better try again, Bob. It ain't working. It ain't work, Bob. You gonna have to go back to the factory because that ish ain't working over here in these damn streets. You ain't gonna flip-flop on us because we gonna be in here 2,000 deep. We gonna be clowning you. We gonna talk about that damn Adam's apple you got. How your apple is Adamin. And we gonna call it all the hell out. Fam, nothing they can do. They can't run. This is Summer Jam screen you looking at. And last time I checked, it's summertime. So since it's summertime and we got the Summer Jam screen and that apple is Adamin, then damn it, we about to go up in here and put in work. Damn right we're Americans. The question is, are you a woman?
Human beings that have bled and suffered so much for this country to be where we are. Just remember that.
Why are you whispering? Just remember. Them damn fangs about to come out. Remick, if you don't get the hell up out of here, I know that's you, Remick. Stop playing. Stop playing. But fam, that is somebody said Miss Doubtfire. Damn, is that you, Natural? Damn, Mr. and Mrs. Doubtfire. If you don't stop, you got my house in here laughing. Fam, let me tell you something. Check this out, though. For every one of those, there's going to be one of these. This guy says that the W community needs to form a wall around the Black American community and protect us. Yes? Look at the desperation here, family. Watch this. They don't never want to talk about reparation, though. I was just talking to the W man from Kentucky. Checked him. He was running around. But now, fam, they out here saying they need to have our back and they need to form a wall around us.
Something so insidious happening right now to the Black community, and most white people literally have no idea it's even happening. The Black community is under attack right now at a level we haven't seen probably since the Civil Rights era. You know, with the Supreme Court gutting the Voting Rights Act earlier today, you've got the purge of Black federal workers, attacks on nonprofit funding with the whole DEI boogeyman. You've got attacks on the social safety net. Overt racism is on the rise across the board, and they're tired, y'all. They are exhausted by this onslaught, and it's self-proclaimed white Christians leading the charge against them on all of these fronts. So if you are a white Christian and you are not deceived by Trump, we need to rally together around our Black brothers and sisters right now. We need to form a wall around them, and we need to say no more. Sisters right now. We need to form a wall around them now. We need to form a wall around them. We need to form a wall around them, and we need to say no more. No more, because this isn't right, and we cannot stand by and do nothing as they are getting absolutely pummeled.
No. You can go ahead and not stand by and continue to do nothing. How about that? Fam, it's 1 minute is we all together. The next minute is we need to get together. Then the next minute after that, we've always been together. Okay? No, you know what? Let's make this clear. I'm going to go ahead and make this clear for everyone to hear. Fam, what I need them to do is this. This is what they need to do. Continue to do nothing. How about that one? Continue to do nothing. I'm talking about all the fake minorities, all the blacks and browns, no religion, all the mayos and the rainbows. Continue to do nothing for Black Americans because you've been doing a great job at doing nothing. And while you've been doing such a great job at doing nothing, we've been doing a great job by being our damn self. You know, from day one, like building America, you know, like maintaining and sustaining America. You're talking about the grit in America, all belongs to us. And we move better when y'all are doing nothing. See, the problem is that when y'all want to get involved, I don't know who the hell they think they talking to. This ain't the Africans Americans era. No, this ain't the boule. Hell no. This is a generation where foundational Black Americans, we accept solo dolo, free solo, by our goddamn self. Nobody else. Remember, y'all, foundational Black Americans, we're better by ourselves. We don't need anybody else. So all the anybody else's can kick rocks. All the anybody else's get the hell up out of here. We don't want nobody trying to get into our circle because all of those people, they come with nothing but games, plots, schemes. They try to strategize against us, openly work against us. None of that is working right now. Fam, this is an era in time that is special. And it's special because it's brought to you by foundational Black Americans, and that is it. See, when you're a foundational Black American, the only way you can be a foundational Black American is if you were born a foundational Black American. There's no way in. There's no way you can sneak. You can't come through the attic or the basement, the back door, the front door. You can't skip to Malou down the block. Either you FBA or you're not. And then we represent the FBA grassroots. So that's even better. Absolutely. FBA versus everybody. And if you notice, we've been knocking them all out. Fam, what you want? Fam, you want the ex-vice president? Psh, I made work of her a month ago and was home in time for dinner. Okay. What you want? The governor of Kentucky? Psh, I made work of him just a few days ago. His own people was afraid. Oh, and by the way, my sister Natty, yeah, she put the number in there, man. So y'all make a couple phone calls and, let people know how you feel about their lack of hairline and them trying to run interference. But remember, y'all can't run interference on foundational Black Americans. Why? It's because foundational Black Americans are just too strong. So they can have all of those, but foundational Black Americans, we gonna have all the riders. And let me tell y'all something, family, that I've noticed. Look at your screen. Do y'all see the difference between the Congressional Black Caucus and the Latinos Caucus? Look at your screen right now, family, and I want y'all to see the difference. You see, the Latinos and their caucus is exclusive to Latinos. Nobody else can be a part of their caucus. By definition, if you look at the words, they make it clear. See, this is why we're getting rid of this punctified misleadership. Look at the Hispanic caucus. The CHC addresses national and international issues and craft policies that impact the Hispanic community. The function of the caucus is to serve a forum for Hispanic members of Congress to coalesce around collective legislative agenda. The caucus is dedicated to advancing through the legislation issues affecting Hispanics in the United States, Puerto Rico, and the Commonwealth of the North Mariana Islands. Now, I want you to go over there and look at the CBC. The Congressional Black Caucus has been committed to full constitutional power. African Americans and other marginalized communities in the United States. Y'all see what we're talking about? Look at that right there, family. Y'all see why we running these people out the paint? You see why their days of punctified misleadership are over? You see why we're not allowing these individuals to speak on our behalf? Do you see why Black Alpha pressed them and will always press them? And the next time is going to be even better because we're going to have about 15 more regulators and more regulators and more regulators. Y'all see why? Because of that right there. They openly are telling us that they don't work for us. They're openly telling us that they work for everybody other than us. There you go. They're making it crystal clear, family, that they are to serve everybody other than Black Americans. Well, then guess what? Let's just match the energy and we'll serve ourselves and nobody else. See, we can match energy however you want to, all right? And matter of fact, there's no turning back. It is the matching energy era. You had all the time. See, what people have to understand, y'all, is that these ops have all had time to correct their behavior. Let's let it be known. Going back to what I was talking about the 2 times, y'all, okay? Your ass got one more time. And that's a warning. That's letting people know we're going to give you a shot. We're going to go ahead and see where you take this thing. They had all the time in the world to actually make legislation for foundational Black Americans. They thought it'd be better to not. They had all the time in the world to serve foundational Black Americans. They thought it'd be better to not. They had all the time in the world to get their act together, to serve the people who put them in office. They decided that they would prefer to do everything else for everybody else. So the time is up. See, this is the time up era, all right? The time up. See, people out there who think like the clock is ticking, the clock ain't ticking no damn more. Time is up. It's a wrap. These individuals can't come around us, all right? You had it all. The Pan-Africans running around here, they had an opportunity to enjoy Black Americans, lending our assistance to them. Well, now it ain't happening no more. So if you think in your head, you got another 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you ain't got 2 seconds. There ain't no damn snooze button. Your ass gonna go to sleep though, but there ain't no snooze button. And family, when I tell you that, oh fam, they out here mad as hell. They out here saying, how come Black Americans tell them that they need to go home? Because they said it ain't easy to go back home. Now ask us if we give a damn. No, we don't. Watch.
People irritate me when they say, go back to your own country like it's that easy. Immigrants, documented or undocumented, living in this country, give up everything to come to the U.S., selling their homes and personal belongings before moving here with their entire families. So how exactly are they just to pack up and go? Go back to what? It does not work like that. Lives are already built here. Jobs, kids in school and college, health issues that could only be treated here, homes already bought. So what do y'all mean when you say just go back? Some people escape death, and the USA is their safe haven. Lots of people would die for simply returning home. This is humanity we're speaking about, guys. Why are we segregating immigrants from the rest of the human race? And to the Black Americans who are loud and proud supporting Trump, it is madness. Shame on y'all. Y'all ancestors were immigrants, forced undocumented immigrants.
Whose ancestors? Whose ancestors was immigrants? I know the Fleetman forehead community ain't trying to run that gambit. Hell no. Boy, her forehead look like a Kinder egg. She got a damn Cadbury egg on top of her goddamn shades. Who the hell ancestors was immigrants? Your mama's an immigrant. What you talking about? We wasn't no damn. And first off, we're indigenous. You saying I, but you got the wrong I. All right? I meaning I am indigenous. Okay? Your I means immigrant. And that go for you, your mama, your daddy, your grandpappy, all of them. You a flea bee. See, fam? They cannot stop this FBA wave. So they trying to dump the immigration on us. And we gonna throw it right on back. We meet all of their projection with rejection.
Americans who are loud and proud supporting Trump, it is madness. Shame on y'all. Y'all ancestors were immigrants, forced undocumented immigrants that birthed you here, but now it's leave my country. Listen, change your mindset and your mentality. People irritate me when they say, go back to your...
Change your mind state and your mentality. And she in the car again, by the way, fam. There goes another video in the car. Change your mindset and your mentality. Well, look like you about to change your address because that is cries from deportation. That's a deportation cry right there. We ain't no damn immigrants. And see, thing is, I'm not making no TikTok live about it to where we're going to sit there and go back and forth with you for 5 years. No. Yo ass the immigrant and you going home and we right here and we are home. See, there's a difference between you going home and being home. See, we are home. It's not my fault you don't like your homeland. It's not my fault that the people who brought you over here, we done ruined their plantation. So now they can't write little laws to give you assistance. You're on your own. See, essentially, fam, we've made all of these immigrants have to feed themselves. And it's proven that they cannot feed themselves because if they could feed themselves, they would be in their homeland feeding themselves. Anytime you got to run across the street and ask the neighbors, can they have dinner? What's for lunch? What's for breakfast? That means in your household, you ain't handling business. So miss me with all that. It's not that easy for us to just go home. Did you just say going home is hard? Family, we foundational Black Americans, right? When we was knee high to a fly's eye, okay? The easiest thing we would do is go home, okay? Mama said be home before the street lights come on. we was going home. We would go home. Don't leave the house and come back without your brother or sister or without your cousins. We would go home. Fam, I had a pit bull, okay? I had a couple pit bulls. And if I would open the door, my pit bulls would go run outside. And what do they always say? Give a dog a bone, let a dog roam, and he'll find his way home. Certified salute to DMX, baby, the dog. If you give a dog a bone and you let a dog roam, they'll find their way home. How the hell a damn tether can't do that? Tether, my dogs, Swagger and Hunter, knew how to find their way home. My dogs, Missy and Foxy, they knew how to find their way home. How the hell your big grown ass don't know how to find their way home? Or is it you don't want to go home? Because home is the worst place in the world for you because you come clearly from a background of people who have failed. Who the hell wants to go back to failure? Apparently, you don't want to go back to failure. So every time they say they can't go home, they don't know how to go home, or anytime they say alphas, pit bulls know how to get home quicker than they do, they're basically telling you essentially that they are failures. And I'm glad that they admitted it. And fam, every now and then, you have another one of those individuals and they'll pop out and they'll get real mad. Oh yeah, I want y'all to look at this dude. This guy, he's from Haiti. And he says that Black Americans, we never fought, never done nothing. He said it was Haiti that did all the fighting. He said it was Haiti that was standing on business. He said we want to be like Haiti. But family, I don't think he's in Haiti. Interesting.
FBA quit to say, oh, they paid away. They the one who did this, did that. Bro, listen, bro. Listen, while the Haitians was fighting, you feel me? Yeah, fighting. All that fighting, you talking about, oh, we've been fighting since 1492. I don't know about it. Never heard about it. There ain't nobody know about it. But listen,
what?
Y'all fight was, y'all wanted to be part of the YT man. You know what I mean? Y'all wanted to be part of the YT man. They say, don't go to their restaurant. Y'all fighting to go to their goddamn restaurant. You hear me? Y'all was fighting. Like, why is it so hard, bro? Oh, man, fuck them people thing, man. I'm finna go to my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas ain't even want to do that. And y'all niggas claim y'all cook better than the YT people, but y'all was fighting. Be in the same bus with them, drinking the same water fountain, going to the same restaurant, going to the same party. Y'all was fighting for the YT man to get y'all, to love y'all, man. So we are not the same, bro. At all. FBA quit.
Hell no, we ain't the same. I'm glad you said it. Hell no, we ain't the same. Because I'm going to have me some steak tonight. And you going to have you some mud pies tonight. The same mud pies that you had last night. The same mud pies that you have every night. Because you can't feed yourself. Okay, this is what happens. And I want y'all to notice, he kept calling us the N-word, but he kept saying YT about the W's. Y'all notice that, family? Watch this.
Fighting. You feel me? Yeah, fighting. All that fighting, you talking about, oh, we've been fighting since 1492. I don't know about it. Never heard about it. There ain't nobody know about it. But listen, y'all fight was, y'all wanted to be part of the YT man. You know what I mean? Y'all wanted to be part of the YT man. They say, don't go to their restaurant. Y'all fighting to go to their goddamn restaurant. You hear me? Y'all was fighting. Like, why is it so hard, bro? Oh, man, fuck them people thing, man. I'm finna go to my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas ain't even want to do that. And
he calling us the N-word, but he's very protective of the W. Y'all notice that, right? Notice that, fam. That's very telling about these people. Very telling. He's very cautious about what he says about them because deep down inside, that's his daddy. And he loves his daddy. Yes, the hell he does. That's his daddy, and he won't never say anything against his dad. But he's trying to sit there and talk about foundational Black Americans. Yeah, that's Kodak crack right there, family. And apparently he high as a kite. All right, but he going to be high back in Port-au-Prince because foundational Black Americans don't accept you.
Y'all niggas claim y'all cook better than the YT people, but y'all was fighting. Be in the same bus with them, drinking the same water fountain, going to the same restaurant, going to the same party. Y'all was fighting for the YT man to get y'all, to love y'all, man. So
All the stuff they talking about fighting. Let me tell you something, fam. They got a lot of fighters in Haiti. They got a lot of fighters in Jamaica. A lot of fighters in Africa. Because they're fighting each other. You see what I'm talking about? Don't let these people run that game about who's fighting who. Fam, they fight all the time. We're not going to sit here and act like they don't got fighters over there. The problem is that they fight each other. All them damn deals that they was making. How they're making deals and every damn thing. And you going to come over here and try to tell us, man, y'all weren't fighting. When y'all was fighting. When we was fighting. First off, foundational Black Americans are the only people who have ever fought the system of supremacy. We're the only people who have ever fought for others to come into this country. And we're the only people who have fought consistently. Now, your homeland, y'all fight each other left and right. Y'all got cake soap left and right. Y'all got mud pies left and right. If it's bad, it's you. And we see right through all of that. But do you see exactly what we mean when we tell everybody we have delineated, regulated, separated, bottom line, point blank, no in between, no compromises, no excuses, no nothing, just us. Because that's the type of energy, fan, we're not building with. All right. So I want everybody to remember, every time you talk to one of those individuals who run around here and say things like, what y'all doing when y'all never done nothing? I'm going to tell you why he's really upset, everybody. Because the man you see in your screen right here, family, I'm going to show y'all what he's going to have for dinner tonight. And it isn't good. Family, he's got the mud pie blues. All right. A supersized mud pie. I didn't even know they did that. They said feeds a crowd. Damn. It feeds the crowd, and he's got a side of worms in it, and there's some grass. I think he can have all of that great Haitian mud and all of the great Haitian grass. I mean, it's just going to be lovely, fam. Matter of fact, since they're going to fight, how about this one right here? You can fight over the last slice of your supersized mud pie. There you go right there, family. I'm going to tell you right now, they may not fight Mayo. They may not fight Matthew. They may not fight Miracle Whip, but they'll fight over that damn mud pie. Pull out that damn mud pie right there, boy. You'll start a damn civil war. You'll be watching TV tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the scenes from Haiti. A civil war has erupted from the northeast sector and the southwest sector in Port-au-Prince, all over the last slice of this mud pie. Apparently, Wyclef Jean has been arrested with Kodak Black. And that last guy that was barely able to talk, the guy high all crack, him. Have you seen this man? He's wanted for stealing the last mud pie, and he had a mud pie stroke because his ass can't get in his boat because his boat don't float. How about that one? If you don't sit your mud pie, wish you was FBA ass down. Matter of fact, that grass that you see in that mud pie, that looked like one of them damn leaves out that damn tree. So if you got to eat a mud pie with leaves out a damn tree, then you ain't got no business trying to talk to me because I'm certified and I said so. Foundational Black Americans always win. Checkmate. That's what I'm talking about, fam. We don't build with nobody. We build with ourselves. Y'all fight yourselves. We build with ourselves. See, everything about us is great. Everything about them is false. They have false representation. They have false victories. Okay, yeah, 1804. What you done since? Yeah, nothing. Checkmate. And then even 1804 had a big ass asterisk by it because you ain't did nothing afterwards. So you see what I'm talking about, fam? The only thing that these people are good at are mud pies. That's it. Y'all see right now in Africa with Ghana, okay? You see all the stuff in Ghana. They're trying to get people to leave South Africa, fam. I thought that they said that these people was doing good. Let me make this clear, y'all. The world is only foundational Black Americans and everybody who wants to be a foundational Black American. But the only way you can be a foundational Black American is if you were born a foundational Black American. So AKA access denied. We reject your deposit if you ain't a part of this certified lineage, bloodline. That's how we move it and that's how we operate. And one thing that we do, fam, we stand up together, we stand on our own, and we hold down that certified energy. And that certified energy is what's changing the world, and we changing the world completely. So when they pull up, fam, and they're trying to always get us in these coalitions, and they're always trying to get us to team up with these individuals. While all of this was going on, brothers and sisters, and all of this hate that these people have had for us has been occurring, one thing that you notice, have y'all noticed the Democrats have been very silent about this right here? Y'all notice this Rick Child situation, family? Have y'all heard any Democrats talking about this situation? Have they jumped on any tables, brothers and sisters? I haven't seen none. I haven't seen not one video of a Democrat saying anything about Cyrus Belton being unalived by this Rick Child, Lucy Liu, Yao Ming. How come, family? Sounds like the Democrats aren't interested in this situation. Then the question becomes, why aren't the Democrats interested in this situation? I'm going to tell you why. It's because the Democrats covet votes from the Asian community. That's why. And the fact that they covet them damn votes, they won't go after them. See, what we have done, fam, we shut down all of this, all of it, fam, and we're not going for none of them games. Rest in peace to our young brother. I covered this story 2 years ago, family. Yes, I did. And we're going to continue to cover it now. Everybody's seen the way it all just turned out. And everybody's seen that they ended up letting this guy go, saying that this guy was not guilty, even though every single aspect of this shows signs of an anti-Black American hate crime protection. And this is why we need an anti-Black American hate crime protection specifically. And this is why I checked Andy Bashir, because if they don't want to give us specific reparations, they won't want to give us specific hate crime protections. And a specific hate crime protection has to be instituted very, very specifically, because the people who harm us a lot of times are the same people that the Democrats group us in with. This is why we reject wholeheartedly minority, people of color, Black and brown, because all of those people are people who are just as anti-Black American as the dominant W society. So we put all ops in one box. And it all goes back to what I just said. It's only foundational Black Americans, and that is it. Nothing in between. Fam, this right here is exactly what we mean by these people trying to harm foundational Black Americans. The mud pie community that you see right here, it turns into the chicken chow mein community right here.
5% whites. The city of Columbia, South Carolina, failed Cyrus because what y'all mean not guilty. And check out the racial demographics, y'all. It's almost split. It's almost literally a Black and white city down the middle. You have 45% white tea, and then you have 40% Black, right? And then I want to say Asian is like a little 3%. So yeah, the people of South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, failed the Cyrus family because we did not see the same. Did we not see the same video? Did they not say that he was running away from him, right? Running away from them. He's already out the story. He's no longer posing a threat to them or their institution or place of business. And for these people to say that, oh, there's some type of Black and Asian coalition or solidarity, it never been. It always been a predatorial relationship, because the only reason they ended up in Black communities, because back in the 60s, they wouldn't give Black Americans loans to open up their own stores. That's the only reason. And they don't even live, most of these people live in a different neighborhood, in a different community. So they just come there and extract the money, the financial resources out of these Black communities and then get on. Because if they had any kind of respect for Black life, Cyrus will still be alive. Even the I want to say the cross-examining lawyer, the prosecutor said, hey, if it was me, would have chased me out the store? So what I could recall, and he said no. So what are we talking about? And while I'm at it, rest in peace to Cyrus and Natasha Harlings, because this wasn't the first time that this happened.
No, family, this is Latasha Harlins 2.0, okay? And there's been several instances in between. You guys remember Latasha Harlins? Rest in peace. Remember, y'all, these are the people that the Democrats tried to lump us in with, okay? The Democrats lump us in with open adversaries of our communities. Do you know how dangerous that is? And they know this. There ain't no secret. There's nothing out there that says that these people want to be down with us, other than the Democrats need us all to be in the same page. You got to understand this very, very potent aspect of this situation here, fam. And we've been highlighting it, expressing it for a long time, especially when you start talking about Mr. Yao Ming. You see, the Democrats have to tie Black Americans in with people that they know are anti-Black American, people they know are predators against Black America. Because the only way that these people can extract resources, steal resources, and exploit us is if we're tied all in to one name group. And the very fact that we have delineated, separated, and quite frankly, canceled all those terms, that highlights the aspect that these individuals can't eat off of us no more. So now they become more hyper violent and the Democrats don't say nothing. Where's the energy at? Weren't the Democrats just telling us that it was Jim Crow 2.0? And I'm not talking about last year. They said this 1 week ago. Didn't they say we were going back to slavery? Ain't that what they said, family? Where's all the energy now? They were just out there marching in Selma. How come you ain't marching in Selma for an anti-Black American hate crime protection? How come you ain't marching in Selma for the anti-Black American racism that's coming from the Asian community? How come? Y'all was jumping on desks and tables, making melees. You did all these fear-mongering tactics. So how the hell you become mute and silent all of a sudden when you see a clear injustice of one of your Asian people that you support coming down on Black Americans and harming one of our children and getting let go? How come? Where's it at? Where's it at now? You see why we were calling these people out from the jump? They ain't said nothing, not a word. Fam, it's been rolling. It's the #1 trending story in the United States of America, and the Democrats ain't said nothing. Isn't it very funny that the Democrats haven't said a peep about Rick Child getting let off for unaliving clearly Cyrus Belton, the same way they didn't say nothing about Chud the Builder, who was running around here antagonizing Black folks and trying to unalive a Black American. You got 2 instances of anti-Black American terrorism coming from 2 different communities, and the Democrats ain't said a word. But yet they running around here trying to tell us we going back to slavery and it's Jim Crow 2.0 because our voter rights are gone. You see what I'm talking about? You see the hypocrisy? You see why we check these people full time? That lets you know exactly who you're dealing with. And this is why foundational Black Americans have to be our own representatives, and we have to be our own voices, and we have to stand on our own business. That's the business that we know. It's just about us.
We are sitting here continuously watching history repeat itself. How is it possible that Rick Child didn't get convicted for taking that young boy's life? How is it possible that Rick Child didn't get convicted for taking a 14-year-old's life? Mind you, you have camera footage showing that that boy wasn't stealing. Mind you, you have police evidence that showed that he lied. Mind you, you have police evidence that showed that his son lied. If you're not familiar with the story, Cyrus went into Rick Child's store. Rick Child and his son thought that Cyrus was stealing water. They chased Cyrus out of their store, gun him down, take his life, and Rick Child doesn't get convicted for it. Now, I want to ask you a question. If roles were reversed and Black...
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, if the roles was reversed, you already know what would have happened. The Democrats then would talk up the same way Joe Biden did when he wrote them that protection.
What do you guys think would have happened? Tell me, what do you think would have happened? I'll do you one better. Same situation happens almost 34 years ago. Young girl goes into store. They think she's stealing orange juice. She gets her life taken. Might I add, Asian store owner. What do you think would happen if the roles were reversed? Do you think they would get convicted?
Question to the family, y'all. What would happen if the roles were reversed? What would go down if it went the other way around? What would happen? The same way it always happens. See, you got to understand, the dominant society brings over these puppets and these minions to serve as their supremacist mascots, meaning that they have to protect these people as well. You're going to see just as much protection from the dominant society towards their minions as you will from the dominant society towards other members of the dominant society, because they have to protect their investments. Look at all the crimes that go on with these illegals towards Black folks. It's not a coincidence that the Democrats and the Republicans never speak on it. The reason why they don't speak on it, family, because they cannot highlight their property doing crimes. They have to protect their property. They put money and resources into these supremacist puppets and mascots. So therefore, it's bad for business for these individuals to put some type of news coverage about how much they do harm to us. We've been hearing about fire booming and all these different things that have happened to Black folks out there on the West Coast for years. Brothers and sisters on the West Coast will tell you horror stories about how they're treated by some of the people from the Yao Ming community and some of the people from the Pedro community. But the Democrats don't say nothing. Why is it always a secret when these individuals come here to the United States of America and they harm Black Americans? That's because the dominant society brought them in as recruits. That's exactly what it is, fam. See, the dominant society realized coming out of the civil rights era that they can't handle the Black American grassroots warrior class by themselves. They're going to tell you stories about Selma. They're going to tell you stories about marching. The real winners of the civil rights era were your average, everyday, foundational Black American brother and sister that was putting in work. And they didn't get no statues, no trophies. They didn't become Democratic shills. They were just brothers and sisters on the front line putting in work. You've seen all the footage. Fam, think about this. All the footage you see about brothers and sisters standing on business during the civil rights era, those weren't names that you see the dominant society ever celebrate. Those aren't people that you see them make holidays for. It was your average, everyday brothers and sisters. Some of y'all is listening right damn now because it was you. And it was some of our aunts and uncles and mothers and fathers and grandparents. And the dominant society realized that they couldn't handle those Black Americans in that warrior class. So this is why you got the Civil Rights Act and the Immigration Act, where they brought in all these people. The dominant society knew that they were bringing in reinforcements that were going to come over here and try to get in with the system of supremacy and bring in all of their anti-Blackness. Everybody knows that these people who come from these foreign countries harbor anti-Black American vitriol. And the Democrats were the main ones who knew it. But they said, come on in, because they wanted to utilize that against us. And this is why foundational Black Americans in this era, we're taking a different approach. You notice this is the first era where we're calling out the anti-Blackness that comes from the foreign and immigrant community. They used to always get a pass, an excuse. Oh, they come from a bad background. They come from a place where they're in bad situations. They're fleeing from oppression. It was always some excuse about these people. We're the first ones who said, no. Let's talk about how they don't like Black Americans. Let's talk about how they don't like melanated people in their own homeland. Let's talk about some of this vitriol that we've been seeing for years. It's always been known, the anti-Black Americanism that comes from the Yao Ming and Lucy Liu community. It's been known for years, fam. And they've been trying to keep it a secret. They've been trying to hide it. Latasha Harlins happened, 40 years ago, family? And then Cyrus Belton happened just 2 years ago? You see what I'm talking about? When you're dealing with the Yao Ming community, these people come over here and the first thing they do is the same thing that Pedro does. It's the same exact thing that Jorge does. It's the same thing that Mr. Zelensky does. They want to come down against Black Americans to get brownie points from W Americans. This all went on after the civil rights era in the 1960s and 70s. The dominant society realized, man, these brothers and sisters are on point. They're on game. We're spending millions of dollars on military, and we can't even stop these average, everyday brothers and sisters. Fam, there were Black American women and men that would get up and go to work, come home, and then be security for their neighborhoods. There were Black American women and men that would take their kids to school, come home, pick up a power tool, and then back off the supremacists. Fam, not only did we build America and fight against the supremacists at the same time, we also built our communities and fought against the supremacists at the same time. Black Americans are multitaskers. We've always done things 2, 1, 4, 5 all together. That's just how we get down. If it's 1 task, 2 tasks, 3 tasks, we're going to get it done. And they were scared. See, the civil rights era spooked them. Fam, this is why you've seen so much change coming out of the civil rights era. It really very much spooked the dominant society. So while you had a bunch of these COONs that were thinking, oh, these people are coming over here for reinforcements to help Black Americans against the supremacists was thinking the opposite. The supremacists were thinking these people are coming over here as reinforcements to help supremacy. You see the difference, fam? You see why the grassroots has to be in control? A lot of Black folks thought they were getting reinforcements to help us in our fight. But in reality, W's knew that they were getting reinforcements to help them in their fight against us. They brought in a whole cavalry from all over. Why do you think Joe Biden was always so open borders? The dominant society isn't friendly to these people because think about it. If any of these people who harm us harm a W, they get put in jail. They get harmed for it. Notice this, family. These people can only come over here and build in our communities. That's by design. These people can only come over here and harm us and get away with it. That's by design. If these individuals ever were to come into the United States of America and harm a W, then they get stripped and revoked of their mascot status. All immigrants come over here and they don't just have immigrant status, they have a mascot status. The mascot status is one of the most significant things in the system of supremacy. Everybody in the system of supremacy has a job title. If you're a janitor, you are a janitor supremacist. If you're a clerk, you're a clerk supremacist. If you're a teacher, you're a teacher supremacist. If you're a president, you are a president supremacist. And then those people who are not a part of the dominant society, they are mascot supremacists, where they do all the dealings that the supremacist does, and they get rewarded by being able to stay here in America on their immigrant visa, and they get allowed to be placed into our communities where they can extract resources and steal from us. We're preaching today, family. Okay. And this is something that we've been on. See, we've always heard it. Okay. Let me tell the world. Okay. Because I know some ops is listening. Let me tell you, Black Americans been known this. It's always been known in the Black American community, in the circles of our community, that these people don't like us. We always heard the whispers that Africans didn't like us. Yeah, we always knew that. We always knew that Chicken Chow Mein didn't like us. We knew Jackie Chan didn't like us. We knew Enrique Iglesias didn't like us. It was always quiet, hush, hush, though. Man, y'all know them Pan-Africans don't like us. Don't you say that now. You know Jackie Chan don't like us. How could you say that? He come from a bad homeland. You see all the footage of them out there poor? Yeah, they're poor over there, and they still don't like us here. We told everybody there's no solidarity amongst Black folks and all these other people. The worst thing and the most destructive thing that ever happened were people trying to embrace a term that meant collective of everybody who's non-W. What the F is that? You got people basing their whole political apparatus and agendas and platforms off of everybody who's not a W, giving some type of notion and belief that everybody who's not a W is on one page in accord, when you can just look at their homelands. See, social media and the adventation of the internet has allowed Black Americans to see what lies behind the curtain, okay? Back in the old days, people were guessing, and they was hoping, and they was wishing. This ain't the hoping and wishing generation, all right? This is a generation based on solidified, concrete facts. We don't move until it is solid, and we have our solid information that all these people are ops. I don't give a damn where they come from. I don't give a damn if you a burrito. I don't give a damn if you an egg roll. I don't give a damn if your ass is fufu. They're all ops against Black Americans. So now we're able to pull up things and see, oh, over there in their homeland, they're anti-Black and they're running around here with blackface. Oh, in 1991, there was a beautiful foundational Black American sister named Latasha Harlins, and she got pew-pewed in her back the same exact way that Cyrus Belton did in 2023. So what does that tell you, family? That tells you that this has been going on for years and nobody wanted to bring it to the light. But damn it, we're going to bring it to the light. And this is why we're making the clear distinction. None of these people are us. And it's clear as day. Look at this video, family. This shows you Cyrus was scared and he was trying to get out of there. And he was running because he was being chased and preyed upon. Remember, y'all, they don't be thinking we're stealing. They're trying to come up with an antagonizing reason to unalive us. Watch this. Look at that right there, family. Look at him right there. He ain't stealing. He's putting the bottles back because he didn't want them. Look at him leaving. Now look at him. Look at him aggressing, fam. Look at them. Look how fast they ran out that store, fam. Look how quick they ran out. Fam, these are hyper aggressors, and predators. Look at these people, y'all. Look at him. Him and his son.
They took this young man's life, Cyrus, over nothing. He didn't take no dollar bottle water, as they say. Oh, they would a dollar bottle water. They took his life. He didn't take nothing. He was respectful the whole time and just left the store. He probably picked up on bad vibes. And these two men pursued him and hunted him like an animal, right? It's a 14-year-old boy running away from two grown-ass men. Right? It's no different than Ahmaud Arbery when they hunted down Ahmaud Arbery. That's why I say Andy should be on trial with his father. There should be a separate trial. Both of these people should be charged.
Both of them should be charged. Straight up, fam. Only the dad got charged when you clearly see both of them chasing after this young man. They got this thing where they chase our children, and our children run because they see two big grown-ass people chasing them. They're not running because they stole something. They're running because they're being pursued unjustly. That's why. And then when we stand our ground and don't run, then they say that we're the damn criminals. This is all a part of the supremacist mascot agenda.
Because they intentionally hunted him down. And this is not Rick Chow first pew-pewing. One time he pewed somebody in the leg, and he pewed at a moving vehicle. Same store. So I wonder why they're not charging the son, because he's part of this too. He hunted Cyrus down. And you know what's crazy? You know what's dirty about the Chow family? This is their lawyer, Sean Kent. They hired him just because he's black. Look, we're not racist, guys. We got a black attorney. And shame on Sean Kent. I'm sorry, especially in a case like this where this is open, closed case. This boy, they pew this boy in the back. He was running away from y'all. And he empty. You seen him empty in his hoodie or whatever, that sweater he had on, to let you know I didn't take anything. I just wanted to leave. And these people have no remorse. No remorse, man. Columbia, South Carolina, I think this is where this at. I will not support shells at all.
No, nowhere, any damn where. Nowhere, anywhere. Nope. You can go ahead and cancel all of that. All that can get canceled, and it can get canceled pronto, immediately, ASAP. This is what we mean, fam. These individuals are out there setting up the game. Remember, y'all, it's a term that I use, and I've been using it for a long time. And it's a very dangerous term. And the system of supremacy, meaning their citizens and their mascots, love to do it. It's called a blackuzation, all right? It's a blackuzation. And the system of supremacy and being a predator towards Black Americans is very reliant upon a blackuzation. Meaning you just go places where Black people are, you make a blackuzation that a Black person was stealing, a Black person was running, a Black person harmed you, and now that gives you the means to attack them. This is the antagonist aspect of it, okay? And I want everybody to lock that term in. And we've been dealing with it since we were all kids. I remember being in school and they would make accusations, aka blackusations, against Black people, whether that be a little Black girl or a little Black child. And they would always make that, and that opens the door for these individuals to attack us. And that's exactly what it is. Let's make this clear. Fam, that wasn't about no damn water, okay? That was an excuse to go harm a Black American child so he could exercise his mascot status and he can get the brownie points from the dominant society that he came here to America to fulfill. Trust me when I tell you that. It wasn't about no water, fam. I'm not even giving somebody the merit or the credit to believe that they chased him over some water. You was running after a Black child because you wanted to harm a Black child. That's really what it was, because you harbor anti-Black American vitriol that you brought from your homeland, and you had signed a contract when you got here that those are the things that you have to do, okay? If you are a private contractor and you hire somebody to paint your house in 5 days, they've got 5 days to paint your house or they violated their contract. That's what it is with these foreigners. They have a quota to meet of harming Black Americans, and if they don't match that quota, then they will be stripped of all of the benefits and the luxuries that the system of supremacy rewards them in their mascot status contract. We in here preaching tonight. Understand that. And that's how it's always been in the system of supremacy. And family, let me tell you something. That wasn't the first time that this occurred with this individual. I'm going to make something clear. I did a story on this when it happened. Y'all can go look. I did it in 2023, right when we had the FBA Expo, family. I did a whole story on this. And family, this wasn't the first time that this individual was out there harming Black people. Fam, he has a whole line of a rap sheet of aggression. So basically, by every single metric, this person should have been in jail. And even if he didn't go to jail, he should have the same track record used against him. You know how they use us as kindergartners to justify what happened? Watch this.
This was his third shooting. The jury didn't get to know that, but This was his third shooting. The jury didn't get to know that, but I'm going to make sure that you know about the 2 previous shootings before Rick Chow was found not guilty for taking the life of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. 2015, a woman stole beer and peanuts. Chow says that she then threatened his life, and then she got in a vehicle, so he shot at that vehicle.
Blackization. Blackization. Remember, fam, the blackization always comes before the attack. So notice, fam, in this one, it's he had some water, so we chased him a football field. And then before that, it was somebody stole something else. They throw out a blackization as justification on how to get away with unaliving.
6 times. Now, thank goodness no one was hurt, but Chow was not charged. Investigators called it self-defense. The second time was in 2018. A man stole oven cleaner. Chow says that man then assaulted him, so he shot him twice. No charges.
Blackization. Fam, he's got a whole line of blackization. Just say, the black man did it. The black man hurt me. The black man's responsible. So now I can pull out my weaponry on him. Now I can pull out the power tool. Same thing Chud the Builder did. Same thing that Zimmerman did. Fam, this is coming from the same people. This is the supremacist and the supremacist mascot collaboration.
Self-defense. The man who stole the oven cleaner, though, he was charged in connection with that.
So he said that a man stole oven cleaner. He pew-pewed the man, and the man who got pew-pewed ended up getting charged. But Mr. Chow here was able to evade the law again. Sounds like when you harm a black person, they let you go free. Y'all think they would let Mr. Chow go if he harmed Taylor Swift? Y'all think they would let Mr. Chow go if he harmed Matthew McConaughey? No, because that's not a part of his mascot supremacist agenda.
Case. And then we get to 2023. That's when 14-year-old Cyrus went into a convenience store owned by Rick Chow. Chow said that he stole water. Surveillance video showed that he did not. Cyrus ran from that store, and he ran so hard during the 130-yard chase where Rick Chow was chasing him with a weapon and with his son. Cyrus, this child, ran so fast that he ran out of one of his shoes and his belongings fell out of his pocket, including a weapon. And then he was shot in the back as he was running away. Chow and his son said that Cyrus pointed that weapon at them, and that's why Chow fired. But they're the only people who say that. The other witnesses say they never saw anything in Cyrus's hand. And according to the prosecution's experts, Cyrus was shot in the back while he was running away. So how would he have been pointing a weapon that was on the ground that had fallen out of his pocket as he ran for his life? And a lot of people want to say, well, a 14-year-old had a weapon. That's the end of the story. Not guilty for Chow. Having a weapon, no matter what age, does not automatically mean someone gets to take your life. Is it A-okay hunky-dory?
I'm still questionable about the weapon, fam. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm still questionable about the weapon. And if he did have a weapon, maybe he needed a weapon because you got folks who have this long damn track record of harming black people. It's funny, fam. These individuals want to always bring up what we got to protect ourselves, but they don't ever bring up the reason why we got to have it is because you got people like Mr. Chow running around here with a damn track record running around here, harming black folks around here. Maybe that's why black Americans need to have some protection. And I really don't just buy that if you want to keep it a $1.55.
That a 14-year-old had a weapon? No, but that is not the end of this case. I personally do not believe that he was pointing it at Chow or his son. I believe the witnesses that were there. that didn't have a relative on the line for going to prison for this. Other people want to say, well, he may have put the water down, but he planned to steal. Planning to steal or even stealing should not be a death sentence. If he stole a bottle of water, which he did not, but even if he did, call the police. Put up a sign that says this kid stole a bottle of water, a basic necessity of life, and he's no longer allowed in this store. If a woman steals beer and peanuts, call the police. Put up a sign that says this woman stole beer and peanuts. She's not allowed in this.
Stop. The reason why he don't have to do any of that is because he's ordained by the system of supremacy. Yeah, I'm going there, family. The reason why Mr. Chow doesn't call the police on all of these people that he's harmed at his store is because he's been ordained by the system of supremacy and his supremacist handlers. He doesn't have to do any of that because his job is to go to immediate violence. You know, the same immediate violence that Chud the Builder does. Notice this pattern here, family. All of these mascots who are foreigners who harm Black Americans, they have the same tactical measures that the dominant society does. They don't call the police because they understand that when the police show up, the police are just going to say, good job, attaboy, you did the right thing, because that is why he's here. That is their mascot agenda. And then on top of all of this, I don't care if Cyrus had a weapon or not. He ain't pointed at you. He was running. Fam, they chased him 130 yards. Fam, that is a football field, including both end zones, okay? Both end zones and the football field that you play on, family, okay? They chased him that far and hit him in his back. It don't matter what he had. He could have had a damn slingshot. He could have had a rock. He could have had a big-ass can of soda. It don't matter. He ain't use it. He ain't even grab it. Fam, not using it, not grabbing it. And yet they still ended up chasing this boy and unaliving this boy. All of that other stuff is BS and it's inconsequential. I don't give a damn at the end of the day. And it's always that. He had something. Notice, fam, the Black person always had something that wasn't used. The Black person always had something they didn't touch. The Black person always had something that nobody's seen. You notice that? You see what I'm talking about, fam? It's always they had something. Fam, Tamir Rice had a BB gun and it looked real. Trayvon Martin had Skittles and an iced tea, right? Cyrus had a power tool that he didn't touch. You ever notice that? But the dominant society and them and their minions and mascots, they always have something and then they use something, and that is the weapon that they use to commit the crime. Nobody says nothing about that, though. Fam, this is a playbook. This is an agenda. And this goes all the way back to what I was talking about. This is why the borders are open. This is why you had the Immigration Act, because everybody knows that these people harbor anti-Blackness. All you got to do is go on your internet, type in whatever damn homeland these people are from, and go look at the anti-Blackness there. There ain't a place on this planet Earth that you're not going to see anti-Blackness. That's why Black Alpha said a long time ago, anybody who's talking that people of color BS to you, that blacks and brown BS to you, that minority BS to you, and they're not leading, I'm not talking about 2, 3, 4, 5. If they're not leading with the fact that these people are anti-Black, those people who are telling you that are hostile. And that's exactly what's been going on with the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, and the whole system of supremacy, family. They're always telling us about these individuals, but they're never leading with the fact that these people have crimes. Let me tell you this, fam. You got to get a security clearance to go certain places, right? What happens if you want to go get a high-scale job? You got to have a what? You got to have a background check, right? They want to see everything about you. Do you have a record? Have you ever been to prison? Have you ever got a have you got a speeding ticket? Fam, they want to know everything. Speeding ticket. Have you ever got suspended from school? You ever got expelled? Have you ever had a divorce? They want to know everything about you in America if you try to go get a job. Everybody has to have a background check. Then it's time now that we have background checks on some of these people in their homeland. And that's what FBA is doing now. We're putting out background checks on all these foreigners who come to America. And they come from these S-hole countries where they're all anti-Black. And then they bring that anti-Blackness with them. See, that's the difference between us now and people back then. They didn't run background checks. They just believed that these people was all our friend because they all's minority. They all non-W's. Man, we doing background checks on everybody. And these people's paperwork been coming back dirty. I know for a fact you don't like melanated people in your homeland. I know for a fact that right there in Mr. Child's homeland, they running around here with blackface all damn day. The term you buy, you go comes from them people coming here and having places in our communities. And everybody's done heard it. We running background checks on all the tethers, all the foreigners, all the migrants, all the refugees, all the immigrants, because y'all paperwork has been filthy for years. The only difference is now they used to hear y'all paperwork was dirty, but be quiet about it. Big ass secret. We ain't into telling secrets and being silent for 60 years. F that. We letting the whole world know you anti-black, and if you come around real black folks, you gonna get regulated. That's why they're always trying to find soft targets, family. Notice that. That's what they all do, and this is how they all play the game. It's always a young child, it's a teenager, it's a woman, it's always something of that ilk, because they understand when you deal with some real black Americans, it's on and popping. And let me tell you this as well. The reason why they're so afraid, they don't want the warrior class of black Americans to be in full control. They don't want that. Because when the warrior class is the influencers of the black American community, none of this stuff goes on. None of this goes on, family. This is why they're always trying to keep us docile, submissive, and subdued, because that allows them to just exercise all type of their predatory ways with no pushback. This is why they're always trying to feed black Americans, turn the other cheek, be a nice person. One of the main reasons why they're so afraid of the foundational black American grassroots, because the grassroots brings a warrior class with us. Okay, we bring a warrior class that these people can't touch. And they understand once the warrior class shows up, there's a hell of a lot of things that just ain't gonna go down. There's a hell of a lot of things that just ain't gonna pop off. There's a hell of a lot of things that they're not ready for. So this is why they're always afraid, family, of us showing up and showing out. Speaking of showing up and showing out, let me show y'all exactly what I mean. His son straight up came out and told them that Cyrus didn't have anything and didn't point nothing. Somehow they just made it up, fam. They just made it up, fam. This is what it is in the system of supremacy. I want everybody to think about this stuff. So they pursue him over something that he didn't have. That right there tells you child is guilty. If I pursue somebody and harm somebody and they didn't have what I said, they better have it. They better have it. Fam, if you go out there and say somebody stole your car and you chase them down the block for a football field, okay, and all you do is just push them, they're going to say, well, you got to go to jail. Why? Because they didn't steal your car. See, only when it comes to us, people can make a black accusation and not present it, right? You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of this man has a track record. So, fam, you have a hyper-aggressive criminal who has a track record of trying to pew-pew at people over nothing, over false accusations. Then you have another false accusation where he chases somebody 130 yards, unalives them, and then the excuse that they gave was actually canceled out because there's no evidence of it. Fam, everything here is a clear-cut guilty verdict against Mr. Child, okay? And the only reason it wasn't seen as such is because he's being protected. I want everybody to remember this, fam. Anti-blackness is protected by the establishment no matter who is doing the anti-blackness. Whether that be somebody from the W community, whether that be somebody from Ricky, what's his name? Ricky Smiley, not Ricky Smiley. What's that dude's name? What's the guy's name? The Ricky guy who ended up harming some people. He ended up harming somebody. He was another guy from outside. He was, man, y'all work with me. What was the dude's name? He was a Asian guy and he harmed somebody. No. It was the guy who was with Derek Chauvin. That guy. What was that guy's name, family? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all let me know. The guy who was with Derek Chauvin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What was he? Wasn't he sitting there with Derek Chauvin, fam? What happened to that guy? I cannot remember his damn name, family. Okay, we just gonna call him Yao Ming III, okay? Whether that's him, okay? Remember that. Remember Kai Gurley. Remember that situation, fam? Let's go there. The Peter Yang, that's it. The Peter Yang guy. That's who I'm talking about. Not Ricky. Peter Yang or whatever. That individual. Him. Fam, what happened to these people? What happened? What happened to him, fam? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yep, you got the Asian officer, okay? And then you got right there, okay? You got the Asian officer and the Peter Yang guy or in New York. Wasn't that his name? I can't even pronounce it, fam. It's too many twists and tangs and towels and wows and pows and mouths, all that. Yao Ming, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All of them, family, have been the same exact way. You have them practicing anti-black American hatred and nobody says nothing. Matter of fact, they ended up getting rewarded. Peter Liang. There you go. I appreciate that, family. Yes, indeed. Now, watch this. This is what I mean by these individuals getting a pass. Watch.
Away from you and your father, did he not?
He did run away from me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
At any point, did he turn and engage with you? You understand that word?
He did not.
Okay. At any point, did he stop and turn towards your dad and pull out a gun in the store?
Towards my dad, no, sir.
Did he do that to you in the store?
No, sir.
Did he do that when y'all chased him into Springtree? Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
Before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
And point a gun at you?
No, sir.
But you continued.
There you go. He didn't point it. Fam, he just sat there and said, at no time did he point it. Fam, this is not some type of guess. This is what he's saying on the stand, family. On the stand, he's telling him, no, he didn't. Nope. So right there on the stand, he's saying he never pointed anything. So fam, if he never pointed anything, case closed. Y'all guilty. And you literally got people on the internet saying, well, he shouldn't have pointed the weapon. The man just sat there and said it never happened. Fam, he said he never did what we're saying he did, which justifies what we did. So that means what you did was out of complete malice and you're guilty. There's no means at all available why he should get out of this at all. This is in the middle that they did this out of complete predatory malice.
Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
But you continued to chase him though, didn't you? And you actually called up to him, you called up to him twice, is what you said in your statement roadside, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? What was the first time you called up with him?
I'm not completely sure.
Okay.
Of course you're not completely sure. You see what I'm talking about, fam? You see what I'm talking about? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you like this. They out there running all types of stuff. Fam, does this stuff look familiar?
We're very pleased at the jury's deliberations and their verdict. We think it was the appropriate verdict in this case, although it was a difficult decision to come to. Because you have two different stories, two extremes differences. You have, on the one hand, Mr. Chow, who we always contended was defending his son. He was not trying to hurt the young man.
Defending his son? Defending his son? Fam, do y'all know that they're running with the he was defending his son excuse? A lot of people don't even know that, fam. Chow's not saying that he was the person who was being threatened. He said he was defending a third party, which is his son. Listen, fam. Oh, there's all types of holes in this. We're going to poke them all through.
Stories, two extremes differences. You have, on the one hand, Mr. Chow, who we always contended was defending his son. He was not trying to hurt the young man. On the other side, you had the young man who had a semi-automatic pistol and pulled it. And our position is he pointed it at Andy Chow, our position is he pointed it at Andy Chow. Our position is he pointed it at Andy Chow.
He pointed it at him, but Andy Chow said he never pointed it at him. Oh, fam, y'all see how deep and devious this is? This man right here is saying that they're standing on the position that it was pointed at Andy Chow. Well, Andy Chow said it was never pointed. Hold up. Wait a minute. What the hell we talking about here, fam? You got two different conflicting stories, and you got a bunch of people running around here telling all types of lies. Y'all see what I'm talking about, fam? This is what I'm saying. He just said, you just seen, I'm going to run it back. Well, I'm going to do that again. He just said that the position is that it was pointed. This guy, the son, says it was never pointed.
At any point did he stop and turn towards your dad and pull out a gun in the store?
Towards my dad, no, sir.
Did he do that to you in the store?
No, sir.
Did he?
Here we go.
Did he do that when y'all chased him into Springtree? Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
There you go. Fam, you just sat there and seen multiple stories getting told, and none of them add up. I mean, fam, I've never seen this before. I'm going to keep it all the way live with you, family. I'm going to keep it all the way like, yeah, boy, what do you say? Ricky, Peter, Yao, Ming, Chow, Ding, Pao. I don't know none of them names, fam. But I'm going to tell you what I do know. I know guilty when I see guilty, all right? When the lawyer's saying our whole case is that he turned around and pointed the arm at us. And then you see the person who is the suspect say, no, that never happened. Fam, case should be thrown out. Only when it comes to Black Americans can people just lie and it goes nowhere. I don't know how, fam, we sitting here right now. We got 2.4 thousand people in here, fam. The case is over right there. We just solved it. Boom. Okay. Y'all said he pointed. He said he didn't. There you go, fam. Y'all not even telling the same story. Fam, where in the world can you see a lawyer, okay, and a witness / suspect tell two different stories and nobody says nothing? Nobody even brings it up. So the jurors never heard that Mr. Chow has a track record of doing this. And then apparently the lawyer and Mr. Andy Chow, neither one of them have the same story as well. That stuff is crazy work. And fam, let me show y'all something. And I'm going to bring up something that I know y'all are going to really agree with. And we're going to break it down. I blame Barack Obama for this. This goes back to Barack Obama. And I'm going to tell you why this goes back to Barack Obama. Barack Obama created an energy that made it even more harmful towards Black Americans. Yes, he did. See, anti-Black American hatred and violence towards Black Americans is nothing new. But I'm going to tell you what ended up happening. Black Americans coming out of the 90s into the early 2000s, there was a grassroots movement to get a hate crime protection for us. And it was done by a lot of the brothers and sisters who were really out there standing on business. How many people remember the Cincinnati riots? Okay, we go back up to my state. There were the Cincinnati riots, and I want to say the summer of 2001. And then there were the Toledo, Ohio riots, and I want to say 2005, 2006. Okay, there was a groundswell of Black folks that were really fighting to get an actual hate crime protection for ourselves. And then Barack Obama came in and he did what he was supposed to do. Because remember, Barack Obama is also a supremacist mascot sacrifice. Remember that as well, family. The same things that you see with these people. Why do you think Barack Obama said nothing about George Zimmerman? They both signed the mascot supremacist contract. Why do you think Barack Obama never said anything about Black Americans getting harmed left and right in churches and stores? Is because he signed his contract as well. He's just the mascot for supremacy that made it up to the highest levels of government. He's no different than Ricky Chow. Yes, indeed. Now, what ended up happening is Black Americans were on point and we were about to get us a hate crime protection. And what happened is Barack Obama comes in and he gave this notion that Black folks can get harmed and nothing will happen. Yeah, everybody talks about Donald Trump and how he emboldened supremacy. Nobody emboldened supremacy more than Barack Obama. Because when people seen Barack Obama, who ran on blackity, blackity, black, and how he's going to do all these things for Black folks, when he got in office and straight up said, that ain't how government works. I ain't going to do nothing for him. And then we started to get unalived left and right. Family, what do you remember more? More stories of people being unalived under Donald Trump's presidency or Barack Obama's presidency? Fam, they was taking out folks every day under Barack Obama. Man, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray, Philando Castile, Alta Sterling, okay, Corinne Gaines, Sandra Bland, every day all that stuff was under Barack Obama. And he ain't say nothing. And when he didn't say nothing, that created an atmosphere where all of the supremacists, they said, green light. Barack Obama's silence about Black Americans being unalived during his presidency, that created a green light for the supremacist predators to go after and hunt down Black folks. And they took advantage of it. While Barack Obama sat there in the White House and he said he ain't going to do nothing for Black people and that ain't how the government works, the supremacists out there were saying, if this man who ran on blackity black ain't going to do nothing, what's going to happen when I get whitey white in office? And then they took off. All of this stuff happened under Barack Obama. And then Barack Obama did something that I believe is the most disrespectful thing in American history towards Black folks. I was on my way to Atlanta, and this was in the summer of 2015. I was on my way to Atlanta for a family reunion, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine, and he said that a church in, guess where, family? In Carolina. The same Carolina that we're hearing about with Rick Chow. I just got back from Carolina. Fam, I'm telling you now, had I got the word that this verdict was coming down, I'd have stayed in Carolina over the weekend. Yes, indeed. I was just in Columbia, South Carolina, putting in work. I would have stayed up there. But the same Carolina that I was just at, the same Carolina that ended up having the situation with Rick Chow, is the same exact place where a church and people were unalived by Dylan Roof. And I remember I got up there on a Friday, And on a Friday, everybody was talking about this massacre that occurred to Black people. By Saturday, they were already singing songs of We Shall Overcome. And by Sunday, the story was already out the news. Nobody wants to talk about this, fam. The Dylan Roof situation lasted 2 days in the news cycle, and then it went away. And then the Dominant Society sent Barack Obama down to Carolina to go to the church. Did he go to the White House boardroom and grab a pen and paper? No, he did not. No. Did he call a press conference and call out the system of supremacy for harming Black folks? No, he didn't do that either. No. Did he make a phone call to Black American leaders throughout the community and the grassroots and say we need to have a conference and sit down and talk about it? No, he didn't do that. Nope. Instead, Barack Obama went down there and he sang a song to Black people. Yes, he did. The song is called Amazing Grace. And Barack Obama sang Amazing Grace for Black Americans instead of writing hate crime protection for Black Americans. Yes, the hell he did.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I Clementa Pinckney found that grace. Cynthia Hurd found that grace. Susie Jackson found that grace. Ethel Lance found that grace.
No, they didn't find no grace. They were unalived by a supremacist in a 400-year assault upon my lineage. And you ain't even from the lineage. Why are you singing Negro spirituals? You ain't even from here. Your daddy from Kenya, your mama from Kansas. Neither one of them are Black Americans. Fam, you have a Mayo/Kenyan singing Negro spirituals like this is his culture. This is why we regulate tethers, Black Americans. This is why we don't let them talk. We don't hear their perspective. We don't have 24/7 Twitter spaces and TikTok spaces. We roast them and keep them rolling. This man is cosplaying a Black American and basically smoothing out our pain and saying, we found our grace. No, I don't want to find no damn grace. I think those people would much rather be alive than finding grace. Okay? I don't know about anybody else, but don't no elderly person want to be unalived and find grace when they could still be here now with their great grandkids. But they found their grace. Look at this man is smiling. This man is smiling. This woman is smiling. What the hell is there to smile about? This was a massacre, Black people. This ain't nothing to smile about. See, they never been to an actual hate crime. I have. I've been there personally. I've been to 2 of them. It ain't nothing to smile about. This is why we got to get rid of the COON class, the doc class, fam. These are docs and mops. And this is why I tell everybody that Black Americans is G-checking and exposing these people. These people are hazardous to our community. Talking about they found grace. They didn't find grace. They were unalived in the most brutal fashion. How dare you sit there and say that? That's why your legacy is in the dirt. That's why your legacy is in the trash. That's why your W liberals don't even want to look at you when you come outside, because you can't hurdle us up no more because the FBA grassroots have canceled you. You and your wife. Easy.
The Payne Middleton doctor found that grace. Tywanza Sanders found that grace. Daniel L. Simmons Sr. found that grace.
They still smiling.
Coleman Singleton found that grace. Myra Thompson found that grace. Through the example of their lives, they've now passed it on to us.
passed it on. They passed, fam, they're making a celebration. This ain't generational wealth. They didn't pass down nothing. They're gone in the most brutal fashion. Look how they're trying to promote this, turn the other cheek, be nice. Fam, they're taking an unaliving of a massacre in a damn church and they turn it into a celebration about all of us being together. How in the hell do you take unalive grandparents and make it a celebration or a pass down? There ain't nothing to be passed down about any of this, family. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean, y'all. These people ain't nothing. Fam, let me show you something right here. This is Black Alpha, okay? This is me. I've been to 2 hate crimes, okay? I've been to 2 scenes of them, family. Look at my energy right here. This is Noah Bush in a small town. You guys know I've covered this story. I'm the only person who covered this story, and I will probably be the only person who ever covers the story. Look at me there, family. I went all the way down. I drove about a mile and a half down a dark road to a sand pit to go there and to be there and lend my support to this brother. I'm not in there dancing and playing any games, family. All right, that was a young foundational Black American who was unalive, man. I do this. What about this one right here? And you can see the emotion in my eyes. This was in Jacksonville, Florida, when I returned for the first time, okay? After the unalive, and everybody knows it. That's basically when my activist career completely skyrocketed, that situation that I just happened to be there out of nowhere, family. And that's when I went back for the first time. Look at my face, family. Okay, very rarely do y'all see me in that type of energy. I'm usually turned all the way up. Am I playing there, family? Is it a game? Is it a joke? You know what I'm saying? What about this one, family? That's Ahmaud Arbery's mural right down the street from where some of my people stay. My family stay down there. You understand? This is me going down there to pay my respects. All right? There's no playing games. Those are 2 different places, fam. That right there is in a town called Brunswick, Georgia. Okay? This right here is in Jacksonville, Florida. This right here is in another small town outside of Savannah. There's no games to be played here. There's nothing sweet about an anti-Black American attack. But apparently, to the Democrats, it's something where you just show up, sing songs, have fun, and everybody goes home. That is not the way you do it. That's not the way you get down. That's not the way we operate, fam. But that's how they operate. So this is why we remove these individuals from our space, and this is why we remove these individuals from where we are. Let me show y'all this as well, why we're here and why we in here bubbling, y'all. This is when the verdict came back in. And I want y'all to see how the W judge was working in complete conjunction. Remember, fam, these people all work together. Don't ever get it tangled nor twisted. These individuals all work together in the system of supremacy. Watch this.
All right, Madam Clerk, will you please publish?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Indictment number 2023-GS40-07440. State of South Carolina, County of Richland versus Chike Rick Chow. We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Chike Rick Chow, as to the charge of murder, not guilty. Fine number 302, foreperson, June the 1st, 2026. Madam Court, able to issue a verdict and the verdict of the entire jury.
Yes, Madam Vice.
Thank you. Madam Court, lady and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to ask you 2 questions relating to your verdict. Please answer yes or no to each. Number 302, was this your verdict?
Yes, it was.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes, it is.
Number 2, was this your verdict? 257, is it still your verdict?
We singing, fam? Is this what they doing, fam? They singing? Remember, Barack Obama just sang a song. He sang a whole song about this situation. Look, right there, fam. Those are real live emotions from real people, okay? And this consistently happens. There's nothing to sing and dance about. But that's what they do. They sing and dance about it. Look how this all plays out, fam. This is real out here. Why these people are out here making a mockery about what's going on with us in our communities. Those are the real things that we have to deal with as Black Americans. So it goes to show you exactly why we stand on true to life business. The dominant society is out there in full protection mode. They're in full protection mode, family. I want you to always notice the same treatment goes to people who harm us who are not W's as to when a W does the harming. Remember that, family. Remember that completely. And then to make those matters even more tangled and twisted, remember, y'all, the same community that you see running around here talking all this stuff, that's the same community where they be on that BS. Yeah, it's the same community, fam, that you see a lot of strange things coming from. So we understand these people in these communities are the main ones who are out here getting all types of benefits, all types of protections, and just everything that they can possibly fathom, come up with, or draw from. This is the way that these people operate. And when I tell y'all that these people are being protected, fam, I ain't gonna tell you something that I cannot show you. Look at this right here, fam. Damn right they're being protected. These are the scenes from outside of the actual Shell gas station. Look at the police presence, family. Look at this. Oh, please! Look at that, family. I'm gonna slow it down. Let me slow it down. I'm gonna slow it down, family. Look at this right here. The police is out there protecting that, fam. The police is out there protecting it. Look. Oh, please! Look at that, fam. You see it? So they're literally getting protection. Fam, that's literally getting protected. Think about the analogy I just gave you about the mascot contract and how the mascots come over here to be reinforcements for the system of supremacy, and in reward, the system of supremacy protects them for harming us. Look at your screen, brothers and sisters. You see it right there. They're literally protecting these individuals. These individuals are getting full protection. You can't make it any more clear than that right there. They literally done pulled out every damn thing for protection. They done pulled out every damn thing. These people know damn well what's going on. So what you essentially have, again, is the dominant society providing protection for individuals who come down and harm Black Americans, because that's just the way these people are. That's just how these folks operate. That's just what these people do. That's how these people will always function, and everybody knows exactly what time it is. So if you see clearly, then you got clear answers, and the clear answers all go back to exactly what we've been on the whole time, fam. It's not just about the system of supremacy in terms of just the supremacists. It is also about the system of supremacy in terms of their supremacist minions, who do a very, very strong job for these people, who always got these people's back, and they'll even pull out their own protection services. Fam, this stuff is real in the field. They're getting security protection. The damn store shouldn't even be open, let alone getting all that type of protection in the process. But they are, and you see it, because that's how they do things. So this is how they run them up. And fam, I want you to think about something, and I'm going to show you something that's going to make that even more crazy, fam. Y'all going to be like, damn. You notice there's no words from the Democratic establishment. Fam, I'm getting deja vu up in here is really what it is. I'm getting some straight up deja vu, fam, and I'm going to tell you the deja vu that I'm getting. The deja vu that Black Alpha's getting right now is, I feel like we were here just a few days ago, because we were. We were here with the Chud the Builder situation. Another broadcast, another 2,000 plus people in the chat, another area where the Black grassroots community is speaking about hate crimes where there's silence from the Democratic establishment. Democrats aren't saying anything. I haven't heard them say a word. Fam, you know they can talk because they always run in their mouth about illegal immigrants. So how come they ain't utilizing all that babble that they do? Fam, let me show you something right here that's going to only further the point. Fam, why the Democrats, this is going to be it right here. Why the Democrats are silent and not saying nothing about this injustice, Democrats are also out there promoting another community. Look at your screen right here, family. Westmore, I'm a proud Jamaican, my heritage, and I'm proud to stand alongside a community whose spirit, culture, and contributions are crucial to the makeup of our state. Caribbean American Heritage Month. Now Westmore wants to be a Caribbean. Wasn't he just running around here saying that his people are freedmen, and then he got exposed and he started sweating? Damn. What about this right here, brothers and sisters? Howard University. This Pride Month, Howard University celebrates the diverse identities experiences, and voices that strengthen the community every day. Damn, Howard University's talking about that right there. Nobody's talking about anti-blackness. Strange. What about this guy? Elijah Manley. You don't look too manly to me, but hey. Elijah Womanly. Elijah Polkley. Elijah Polkley says, Happy Pride Month. Be proud of who you are. Love boldly, love authentically, and never let anyone dim your light. Very interesting. What about the Democratic Twitter page? Love openly, love authentically. Happy Pride. Damn, this comes from the Democrats' main page. Now, that same main page was filled with a bunch of black folks are going back to Jim Crow just 1 week ago. It was filled up with a bunch of black folks. We need to all be scared because Donald Trump is taking us back to segregation. But now they ain't saying anything about a hate crime protection. Interesting. What about Gavin Newsom? Him and his wife just posted a video for Pride Month, proudly celebrating the ideology that promotes with children. I'm going to leave that one alone. But damn, very interesting, family. What about this one right here? Martin Luther King Jr. III. Happy Pride Month. Pride is rooted in protest, solidarity, and the belief that everyone deserves to live free from fear, harm, and discrimination. My mother, Coretta Scott King, carried that commitment forward, ensuring rainbow voices were included during the 20th anniversary. Fam, weren't they just very loud about Donald Trump taking us back to Jim Crow? Very interesting, family. You see how they got all that energy for situations that don't apply to Black Americans, but no energy for Black Americans? And then very, very strange, Barack Obama posted a picture. It was very interesting, fam. Barack Obama posted a picture to show his solidarity with the Skittles bag community. And here it is. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all didn't think Black Alpha was going to get one good roast in? Come on now. You damn right I was going to. There you go, family. Barack Obama, he said, if anybody going to stand on Pride Month, it's going to be him. So he said, the high heels coming out the closet, the purse coming out the closet. He done came out the closet and he showed every damn body exactly how it feels to be the Skittles bag in chief. That is Barack Obama, with the emphasis on ho. And with the emphasis on high cholesterol, remember this guy right here? This is how he feels about Black Americans getting a hate crime protection.
FBA nuts. The first fucking hate crimes law. So for all you simple Simons out there who are sitting here going, oh my God, we've never had a hate crimes law for us. This is what happens, y'all, when y'all listen to people who are full of shit. FBA nuts. The first fucking hate crimes law. So for all you simple Simons out there who are sitting here going, oh my God, we've never had a hate crimes law.
Fam, the Democrats openly mock us for asking for hate crime protection. The Democrats openly mock us for wanting to be protected because we have been the number one hate crime victims in American history. So the number one victims of hate crimes in American history wants a specific hate crime protection, and the Democrats' number one voter bloc, who are those same number one hate crime victims, the Democrats mock them, insult them, and get angry at them. If you feel that the Democrats are anti-Black, then you feel correctly. You're out here insulting the number one hate crime victims, but you're writing laws to protect other people from hate crimes who ain't really had nothing done to them. Do you see the difference? Absolutely, you see the difference. And you see, I understand this, fam, because I done been there, okay? And the first hate crime that I've been to, now think about what I just said, fam. The first hate crime I've been to, I'm talking about this in plural when the average person hasn't even dealt with one. I've actually been there and I know what it's like and I've seen it. So I don't really take people insulting us too lightly, especially when it comes to hate crime. Anybody, let me say this, fam, crystal clear. Anybody who disrespects Black Americans for wanting a hate crime protection wants Black Americans to stay the victims of hate crimes. Let me make this clear, fam. The Democrats will give you lie number one, which is the Republicans blocked it. Then they'll give you lie number two and says we can't do nothing specifically for you. And then lie number three is you already have one. I want everybody to know that. The Democrats' excuse is that we already have a hate crime protection. The Democrats' excuse is that we already have reparations. See, when you chop down their first lie and their second lie, they'll go to their most cowardly lie. They'll just tell you you already have one. And we all know that we don't have one. And if we did have one, it's not enforced. They don't even fight for the enforcement. If the Democrats claim that Black Americans already have a hate crime protection, how come the Democrats aren't out there fighting for it to be enforced? You said we already have one, which we don't. But if you say and claim we already have a hate crime protection, like Roland Martin swears that we already got one, then how come it's not being enforced? How come you're not fighting? Roland would rather insult Black Americans for demanding a hate crime protection than go out there to enforce the invisible hate crime protection that he swears and claims that we have. Black Americans ain't got no hate crime protections. None. And foundational Black Americans in the grassroots are demanding one specifically for us, not everybody else. See, what they want to do is they want to bring up old things that the dominant society ended up putting all these other people and communities in. Yes, that's what they've been doing for a long time, family. The same way Black Americans will create something, they'll dilute it by bringing in everybody else. That's what ended up happening when foundational Black America, what was it? Was it Robert Byrd? What's the guy's name, family? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The brother who was unalived, and they ended up coming up with like a specific hate crime protection for him. And then next thing you know, fam, they threw in all those other people from the rainbow community, diluted it, and now it's only emphasized by them. Let me tell you something about these laws. Incentives and markers. Everybody's going to always bring up these things, fam, but notice they'll make a law and throw in incentives and markers for everybody else specifically inside of another law. They never do that with us. Notice that, family. Notice that. There's never these specific incentives and laws and markers inside of the things that they promote. Notice that. James Byrd. There you go. Appreciate y'all, family. Much love. James Byrd. They ended up taking the James Byrd and they just put some Skittles on that. They threw about 150 starbursts. And then eventually they just quit saying James Byrd. You know the reason why I'm having a difficult time remembering James Byrd's name? Because they don't bring him up no more. That's why. They just quit bringing him up. They said, we'll just quit bringing him up. You see how it starts, fam? Okay? That's how it is. Reparations for foundational Black Americans. Next thing you know, it goes off to somebody else, right? Tangibles for Black Americans, it goes off to somebody else. When we were getting motion and traction for hate crime protection after the James Byrd situation, next thing you know, fam, they just threw in all of these different Skittles bags. And then it became their protection where slowly his name went away. And then the Skittles bags all went up. That's how they do it, family. Matthew Shepard. That's what it is. It was Matthew Shepard. Fam, it was the James Byrd law. And then it became the James Byrd Matthew Shepard law. And then it turned from the James Byrd Matthew Shepard law to James Byrd wasn't even in it no more. And it was just Matthew Shepard. You see what I'm talking about? And this is the hate crime protection that they claim we have. Well, if it does exist, it's not for us. And two, if it does exist, it ain't enforced. So therefore, we want something specific. Let me tell you something, fam. F all this, we need to go by one and we got one. What I'm saying, we're going to wipe the whole goddamn table up. It's time for complete destroying and rebuilding. How about that one? I'm tired of them trying to give us invisible laws that don't exist. Things ain't nobody seen. They'll just make things up, pull them out the sky. F that. Black Americans right now, we're calling for everything to be completely wiped out, rebuilt, exclusive, and direct. Write it completely new with us involved in it with all the details. I'm calling for a new reparations agenda and a reparations policy and a reparations law. I'm calling for a new anti-Black American hate crime protection, an anti-foundational Black American hate crime protection with all new verbiage, all new words, all new specifics. This little thing, fam, well, we got to go back and use things and dust it off and go back to this law and this clause from 1802, F1802, F1902, F2002. I'm talking about right now, I want everything new. Fam, you can demand new things, and that's what we're demanding. I'm demanding everything gets redone. I want all new verbiage and everything. Y'all come up with new stuff every goddamn week for illegals. Fam, they'll come up with a new law right now for illegals. Donald Trump did the Anti-Weaponization Act, which, by the way, they're trying to get rid of that now because they seen that we was on it. Yeah, but we still gonna do the judgment fund. Fam, every week they'll come up with something new. Why everybody else gets new laws written right now, today, exclusively? But Black Americans, they always want to relegate us to some law from 1702. Well, in 1702, it said that nobody with twist in their hair can get more than $5. In 1896, any girl who wears natural hair can't get any money. Fam, we ain't doing all that old jurisdiction. It's funny, they always want to talk about how the dominant Donald Trump is trying to take us back to slavery. They always want to tell us how we're going to go back to slavery, go back to segregation, go back to Jim Crow. But they're always trying to have us go back to an old law that don't benefit us, and it wasn't specific for us in the first place. Everybody else gets new things. It's time we get something new. I'm calling for everything new, fam. This got to be a dawn of a new day, all new. The same way y'all sat there and y'all wrote all them laws, Joe Biden. See, you got to remember, y'all, all these immigrants, they operate off of laws of right now, laws of today. They don't operate off of old ancient laws, family. No, the hell they don't. No, they don't. Fam, when them borders was just open 2 years ago, them was all new laws, fam. You seen it. Joe Biden, on his first day in office, he hopped in his wheelchair and he rode all the way down to the White House and he pulled out a pen and he started writing executive orders for everybody else. Those were all new laws. When it comes to Black Americans, they want to say, well, no. According to the law of 1807 and 1655 and 1952, y'all can't do that. See, that's a way of keeping us bogged down by these past constraint laws that have always either been shifted to other people or have been proven to not work. And not one politician has ever stepped in and say, it's time we write new specific laws for Black Americans, the same way we write new and specific laws for everybody else. Until now, Black Alpha gonna say that. I want new laws, new initiatives, new markers, new specifics for foundational Black Americans all the way across the board, from reparations to an anti-Black American hate crime protection, all the way to home loans. Everything needs to be done specific and new for us. See, that's always been the thing to hold us back. How many times you guys seen people have conversations, right? And then conversations, you notice they always bring up these old ancient laws for us and always want to apply it to us. Y'all notice we're the only ones that do that too? Y'all notice that? We the only ones that do that. How many times you had a conversation about reparations? They're like, because according to 1927, this law only gives a perimeter that y'all can't get them specifically. They always go back in time for us. How many times you've been in a conversation, you watching people talk, and they always overemphasize an old ancient law? We're the only ones held to the standards of old outdated laws that do not apply to no one else and do not apply to today. No one else has to deal with that other than foundational Black Americans. When you start talking about migrants or immigrants, you start talking about South Africans, people from the Ukraine, they point to new laws that were just written yesterday. I've seen politicians say, my first day in office, I'm passing this new law that my buddy John Smith made. Everybody else has new laws that they're always subjected to. We always have these ancient laws no one's ever seen. Fam, we've got old treaties that benefit us. Notice they don't ever want to get old then. Notice, fam, whenever they're trying to fearmonger us, they bring up all the old things, but they don't ever want to bring up our old treaties though. Notice that they play the old ancient game when it's convenient, and then they'll hop off and go to something else. Fam, one thing about me, I see through everything. I know the lies, I know the cons, I know the trick bags, and I give no mercy to none of that. Once I identify it, your ass in trouble, fam. You ain't getting nothing past this. Remember y'all in life. Always remember, trust your own two, fam. That's your own two legs, feet, your own two hands, arms, and your own two eyes. They'll never lie to you, fam. Hold it down with your own two. Always trust your own two. And my own two, and I'm sure your own two, tells everybody it's time for everything new. I don't want a new reparations policy that's really the old one. I want a brand new one. I don't want an older anti-Black American hate crime protection that's for everybody else. I want a brand new one. I want everything brand new, fam. We're not going to the used car lot no more to get reparations policies. We ain't going to the used car lot no more to get an anti-Black American hate crime protection. I'm going to the new lot so I can drive off in the new damn car with the top drop backwards. Everything new. New energy, new vibe, new frequency, new laws written for us, by us specifically. And that's why when foundational Black Americans step into the place, they asses get scared. And that's exactly what I told his ass. I want specifics directly for us. And if it ain't directly for us, your ass better kick rocks. And guess what, fam? I made his ass kick rocks too, because he knew he ain't want no problems with Black Alpha, because this is a new energy and a new wave, fam. And if this how we gonna play the game, then everything gonna be fresh to death. We the best, nothing less. Let me tell y'all this right here. This is what I mean. I've been there on the scene of a hate crime, y'all. This was me, a hot, dark night. See, fam, what I just showed you was me on a hot night in South Carolina. And this right here is me on a hot night in Jacksonville. I'm on the scene of a hate crime. I got a lot of new riders, fam, a lot of new people. I respect y'all. But Black Alpha for my day ones, y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been here for a long time, baby. I've been doing this for a minute. And this is what it's like when you're on the scene of a hate crime.
Are broadcasting live from Jacksonville, Florida, right on Kings Road, where it has been confirmed that 3 Black Americans were slaughtered once again. Same story. I'm out here right now in front of it with the people, and we are really genuinely here. As you can tell, they got everything blocked off, but we are definitely going to bring all the real facts and all the real truths to the situation. What we do know is that this was another anti-Black shooting. Don't let anybody spin it with the people of color. Don't let anybody spin it with the minorities. This was about Black people. Therefore, we need an anti-Black hate crime bill. You hear me, Joe Biden. You hear me, all the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, every last one of you. This is what we need, because it's about us. We are broadcasting.
There you go, baby. You hear me? I'm talking about all y'all. All y'all, calling them all out, family. This is how it is, y'all. We out here for real, for real, for real. That's in the street, fam. That's in the street, y'all. That's me in the street. Demanding a hate crime protection in the street, in the belly of the beast.
Minorities, this was about Black people. Therefore, we need an anti-Black hate crime bill. Don't let anybody spin it with the people of color. Don't let anybody spin it with the minorities. This was about Black people. Therefore, we need an anti-Black hate crime bill. You hear me, Joe Biden. You hear me, all the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, every last.
There you go, fam. Every last one of y'all, I'm talking about every last one, fam, been doing this. Everything I'm saying now, fam, I was saying that then, and I'm saying that on the scene. You feel me? I'm saying it right now, talking to y'all right here, broadcasting. I've been in the streets really talking that, fam, and that's just one that I've been to. Because like I told you, I've been to multiple ones. This is real life, fam. Really calling these people out, really standing on business, and really just keeping it all the way certified for the whole fam. That was one situation, fam. How about this one? Real hate crimes. I've been on them scenes, fam. This right here. This is for the young brother Noah Bush right here. Think about our young brother that we're talking about, Cyrus Belton. This right here is Noah Bush, fam. Same thing. And I'm out there again. Hate crime scene.
Peace and respect, family. Black Alpha. I am reporting live in the Deep South in a small town called Jessup on Mill Creek Road. This is the same place where a young foundational Black American brother named Noah Bush, an 8-year-old, his body was found right behind here in a pond. Now, the last time that he was seen with 2 white boys. The initial reports were that he was drowned, but everybody knew something was funny, and the family demanded an actual investigation. So through a whole course of trying to get this to occur, they finally got the results from the autopsy, and they finally got the results from the investigation. And it came to find out that he was harmed. Now, just the other day, they ruled this a homicide, but they had to fight for it. And this is typical what you see when you start dealing with white supremacy and the system of white supremacy.
Family, that's a Black man in the Deep South, where they still put ropes on folks, calling out the system of supremacy verbatim. And fam, that road goes back about 1.5 miles. And I was out there solo, dolo, and came out there to really represent and really stand on business, man. And till this day, you guys see me all the time. You guys already know I carry the young brother with me everywhere I go, fam. Y'all see me a lot of times. I'll be live, fam. I always keep it, man, right here. All the time, man. Justice for Noah, right here, y'all. Forever 8. There you go, fam. I stay with it. Much love. This stay with me, fam, because both of those hate crimes that I've been to, fam, both of them changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Forever. The one in Jacksonville, it was a very, very ancestral thing, fam. I wasn't even supposed to be there that day. If one thing happened, fam, if I was 2 minutes late, I wouldn't have even been there, but I was there exactly when it happened because the ancestors brought me there and we held it down and we just, brought the story to everybody out there. It's real ancestral thing. I was just telling somebody the other day, I said some of the things that have occurred to me in this movement, it shows you, man, the ancestors are very real, y'all. A lot of things that have occurred. Even I say, wow, I cannot believe I was there. I can't believe it happened that way. I was down there doing some work, fam, and literally, if one thing would have happened differently, if I was 2 minutes different, I wouldn't have even knew it happened and I wouldn't have been there. So report. So that just shows y'all the energy that we talk about how we got to stay on code and we got to hold it down and just continue to be ourselves. We do that, we're going to always be good. But we take our message to the main side. Yeah, I got a lot of, let me tell you something, fam. I got a lot of new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new riders. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here for real, fam. Rally for reparations. Reparation task force hearing in Atlanta. NAACP pull-ups. Kamala Harris. When I seen Kamala Harris, remember, fam, that's the third time I seen Kamala Harris. Just pulling up right here on the governor, fam. I'm a legend. And we do legendary things over here. So when the legend holding it down and go down, you can't talk about this era of the Black American experience without mentioning Black Alpha, and you can't mention Black Alpha without mentioning y'all in the Certified 100 in this chat. We move together. I don't know what nobody else does, what they do it, fam. Me, we all move together. It's a rider energy. When I'm on stage at the Rally for Reparations, I'm telling you, I'm thinking about y'all every second, and I'm like, I can't wait to get back. When I'm at the hate crime scene, I'm thinking about y'all every second. I'm like, I can't wait to get back. So, family, we move all together. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing some people over there on TikTok. TikTok is like the land of misfit toys, okay? That's where a bunch of loser activists go to just sit on TikTok all damn day long, okay? Real certified activists like me, myself, and I, my brother Tariq Nasheed, Marcel Dixon, we are really out here making a push and making our imprint for this era that it'll always go down to where my millennials will be well represented, as well as my Gen Xers, my Gen Z, my baby boomers fam, and we really all out here and we all standing together. This is what is real activism over here, okay? We're not flip talkers, nah. We over here real time on real activism and really holding it down in these streets. But let me show y'all something that's very powerful. And I say this to show y'all that it's consistency and it's always being a man of the people. Let me tell you what they hate, fam. They hate a strong Black American man that loves his people and his people love him back. When you got that recipe, then you're a very dangerous person for the system of supremacy, the system of ops, and the supremacy wannabes. But damn it, they're going to stay scared. Watch this, fam. This is it right here. Washington, D.C., rally for reparations. Watch what I told the audience when I rocked the house, and we still standing on it right now. Watch this, brothers and sisters. In closing, I want to say this shows y'all the energy that we bringing into the new year. This is the energy we bringing every year. Everybody, I was the first Black activist on the scene in Jacksonville, Florida, during the hate crime last August, okay? It was a regular day, y'all, and I swear to God, it changed my life. I was always passionate. I was always serious. Clearly, I always had a lot of energy. But that changed my life. It took it to another level. I was enjoying my day, and I got a phone call about 15 minutes up the road from me. Some brothers and sisters were slaughtered by a white supremacist coward race soldier. I was there in 20 minutes, and I remember the faces. I remember the yellow tape. I remember the stretcher bringing out the bodies. I seen it. But let me tell you what I remember the most. What I remember the most is all my brothers and sisters who said, Alpha, we got your back. Alpha, we praying for you. The ancestors is watching you. And I made a vow that day that I was going to come here on June 15th, and I was not only going to demand reparations, I was going to demand an anti-foundational Black American hate crime protection. Yeah. And I told them like this. I made a vow that my brothers and sisters was going to get the real story. They wasn't going to get the ABC, the NBC, the CNN. They was going to get the real certified Black story. There you go, fam. The real certified Black story. And if it ain't Black, it ain't us, fam. So you already know that it's up, fam. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy that we always bring, and that's the energy that we coming with. So here's what we need to do, fam. We need to boycott all of their business. It's a real boycott, okay? You can have a couple tethers, a couple ops, and they can still go and do whatever they want. Fam, we need to have a full non-FBA boycott, and that just clears up the mess. And anybody who feels that they getting some type of collateral damage, Tough Titty said the nitty gritty. That's on you. Your community should stand up. We need to start punishing these people and all of the other people who stand next to those people. If you can't get your community in order, then that's your problem. See, we need to have a full non-foundational Black American business boycott. Meaning, if you are a non-foundational Black American, we ain't rocking with you. Straight up and down. We're not going to none of your little foreign stores. We're not going to any of your little immigrant stores. We're not buying none of your cheap candy and your bad liquor and none of that stuff. All of them will go out of business tomorrow. You think delineation has already been whooping these people? Wait until you see delineation with a full-scale non-FBA boycott. It's starting right damn now, family. It's starting right damn now. A full non-FBA boycott. I don't give a damn who you are. If you not a foundational Black American, we ain't doing nothing with you. We ain't rocking with you. And if people come out and say, well, that's going to harm a lot of people who don't feel bad about y'all, well, I say then they need to go talk to their damn community and fix their problems. That's what it is. I'm tired of seeing people say that their people are down with our people, but they can't stop their people from harming our people. Then damn it, y'all all getting packed up in one. That's what we doing, fam. What Muhammad Ali say? I'm not sitting here waiting for the good ones to form a shield around me. I'm closing the door and all of them are outside. So consider the door closed. A 24/7, 365 nationwide non-FBA boycott, and it starts now. No money spent. We ain't even looking at you because we see y'all are anti-Black, and anti-Blackness will not be tolerated from certified Black Americans. And this right here gonna pack them up real good because the one thing that they love is getting money. Well, guess what? We ain't got our money for reparations, and we built this country and we fought in this country for you to even be over here. It's time everybody gets punished for not showing the respect to foundational Black Americans and all the work we done put in to allow these foreigners to come over here. In a world where Black Americans went through all types of grief and all types of strife to fight the system of supremacy, so these people can come from other countries and come to our country, and then they get here and disrespect us. You ain't doing that. You won't disrespect me in my house. You won't disrespect me in my country, because guess what? My country is my house because I built this damn thing. Certified. There they go. Fam, it's been another one. You already know something. Love y'all all damn day. Let me tell you something. I'm hearing that there might be a regulator tour, and it might be in like Nashville or somewhere. I don't know. But fam, ain't it about time the regulator tour goes to another place? Ain't it about time that the regulator tour goes all the way live? Ain't it about time that the regulator tour pulls all the way up? Y'all look at your screen right here, right now. It sounds like there's going to be some more developments that's going to be popping off. Shout out to our brother Tariq, because I heard him saying some things about some things. You feel me? And we already over here on the Black Alpha Network got a regulator tour. So it sounds like there might be a bunch of regulator tours all combining in one. And it sounds like we might be pulling up by the 1,000. I'm just saying. All across, fam. We told everybody we was going to do a regulator tour. I told y'all we was going to do it, y'all. And think about it. Ever since we started talking about the regulator tour, look at your screen right here, family. Look at your screen. That is Black Alpha checking Kamala Harris live and in living color. Yes, indeed it is, family. And there is Black Alpha, and he's checking Governor Andy Beshear live and in living color, family. One thing about me, fam, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I told everybody that I was going to pull up on Kamala and we was going to have a regulator tour. A viral video later, I did. I told everybody we was going to go to the fish fry and we was going to check them all. Another viral video that went even more viral than the Kamala video. And I did. I'm going to tell y'all I'm going to do something. I'm going to deliver, y'all. That's what it's about. It's about making history, and it's about always being remembered. It's about your and my prophecy as legends and making a historic impact on everything. I've been seeing all the love. I've been seeing everybody who's been shouting me out, people telling me the most beautiful things. I seen a lady said Black Alpha got my young boys so turned up. I got another brother who told me, he said, hey, Black Alpha, you going down in history. You on a generational run. I know a brother told me that. You damn right, baby. A generational run, fam. I'm going to set the bar so damn high that it won't be able to be touched, fam. I am represented for this generation and for this era and for this community and for this time frame, fam. And we're going to make our mark and we're going to go down in history, fam. And my name is going to be right on up there with the best of them. But every time you look at my name, fam, you better see all the thousands of certifieds I got with me, fam. See the difference between some other people and us over here, y'all. The difference is that when you see them in each other. When you see us, you see us. You feel me? We got the glow. We got the shine. All right. We stand out from the crowd. We got the pizzazz. We got the pop. We got the charisma, y'all. That's what it is. All right. And I want to go down as the legend Black activist that had all the people with him and their names are next to his. That makes sense? Not just one guy not just one lady, not just one person we revere. I want every time in the future, I'm talking about 2050, 2080, 3080. I want every time they mention this era and this time frame, they bring up the legend Black Alpha and they bring up Certified 100, which is all of you guys. Imagine that, family. All of us being talked about together, not just one person, a whole rod of family that started right here on this channel. And there's all these new subscribers and so many people are starting to get it, fam. So, shout out to all of my new and certified salute to all the new people who were here, and much love to the day ones, because y'all have been here and y'all watched this thing build, okay? Y'all seen me make a name for myself. I was talking to somebody the other day, said, man, you really making a name for yourself, man. I remember when he was just kind of you and the certified family. I told the certified family 4 years ago we was going to make history, and then 3 years ago you start to see it, 2 years, and then now, and then boom, family, I'm the hottest activist on the planet Earth. I'm the hottest one in the game. Everybody's talking about Black Alpha, but like I told you to talk about Black Alpha, you better talk about all the certified. I'm talking about all my brothers, all my sisters, all my kings, queens, goddess, and gods. I want to give a special shout out to the certified family. Let me tell y'all right now, fam, I've never been more motivated than I am right now, especially after being there with my brothers and sisters. Shout out to my brother, Capital Black brother. Much love. You know, I got your back, fam, the same way you got mine. Much love and respect. Shout out to our sister, Anna. Much love to her. She cool as hell, by the way, man. You ever meet somebody and they cool as hell? She's super duper cool, man. So much love and respect to you, family. You already know. And then I want to give a special shout out to Miss Jean. She was the first one I met. She gave me the best speech ever, fam. Let me tell y'all before I let y'all go. She told me this. She said, keep fighting, brother. And you got the soul in you, and you got the ancestors in you. You got the spirit. She said, there's going to be days where you're going to be upset. There's going to be days where you're going to be down bad. She said, there's going to be days where you cry. She said, but keep on pushing and keep on riding, fam. I was in disbelief. It felt like it was in a movie. I just was quiet. I was like, oh my God. And she sat there and she looked me right in my eyes and she was telling me, yo, you got the ancestors, you got the spirit, you the chosen one, you was chosen for this. And she said, we all got to move together. And what she told me, fam, I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget. It'll always be right here, just like I told her, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to your sisters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to your brothers, shout out to your family, shout out to everybody, fam, who ride with this certified movement, y'all. It's much love because I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? We different over here, fam. Y'all know I tell you, I love you with a passion. Nobody else tells they people that they love them. I do, okay? Certified Black Society. Nobody else has a specific name. I do, okay? And fam, this is the first time ever the chat was in the streets. Okay, I'm excited about a lot of things. Videos, everybody making videos about me. Everybody talking about Black Alpha, blah, 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 blah. Cool, got that. All eyes on me, cool. The craziest thing is that, fam, this chat that I'm always talking about, we actually was in the streets. I'm the first one to have a damn pull up with the chat. Fam, we're no longer, whoa. We no longer just a chat no more, okay? Okay? The chat and Black Alpha together went out and did a pull up regulators tour. Nobody else is doing that, fam. Nobody else is having their chat and them together in the streets. Fam, this chat, the livest chat on the planet. We done roasted people. We done clown folks. People be mad as hell at us, fam. They be like, Black Alpha and his damn chat. I can't stand them. They don't like us. Okay, good, because we whooping on you. Fam, we done had special broadcasts. We done had special visuals for people. Our brother Voltron, who was a mod. I be thinking about Voltron all the time, family. The last time a lot of people saw Voltron was in this chat. We done had a beautiful session about Voltron, Angie Stone, D'Angelo. We had another beautiful one for Sada Shakur, y'all. Personal family members. People give me all of their different family members and everything. This chat now is an actual physical regulator family where we physically done it, fam. I might be the first person who had a channel in a chat and we together actually were activists in the streets, fam. I don't think that's been done in no areas of media, fam. But leave it on up to Black Alpha and the certified regulators to get that done, family. So we've made history. So imagine this summer, y'all. Imagine this summer, y'all. Okay, this chat right here is not just going to be a chat. This chat right here is going to be some riders in the streets. So we're going to take it from here to the streets, family. You got to love it, baby. We're making history, one of a kind, breaking all the records. Let me ask y'all a question. If we have any June babies in here, I want to send a certified salute to all the June babies out there. Okay, it's summertime now and it's official. And like I told y'all, every wake up, get up. First of the month, there's a happy birthday for all of my certified foundational Black Americans. So happy birthday to all my June babies. Let it go.
1, 2, 3. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy your candle, close your eyes and make that wish, make that wish. Think about it, hey! Blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish. Think about it and blow out your candle, close your eyes and make that wish. Let's go! One, hey, hey! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday to all my beautiful Black Americans going all through this summer, fam. And y'all know we're going to do that all the time because you know I love y'all with every damn thing, y'all. Enjoy all of yourselves. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and it's more beautiful when you a certified foundational Black American. Fam, remember this, y'all. I want everybody to remember that picture, fam, that I just posted. We have our baby boomers, our gap generation, right? We have our millennials. We got our Gen Xers, our Gen Z. We got everybody well represented, fam. Okay. We've got 70-year-olds. We got 80-year-olds. We got 60-year-olds. We got 50-year-olds. We got 40-year-olds. We got 30-year-olds. We got 20-year-olds, fam. Everything is right here. And this is why we're so strong, family, because we are moving as one unit, fam, that is untouchable, unbreakable, unmatched, and stronger than ever. You know it. Fam, love y'all with a passion. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Make sure you smash the like button. Another classic episode from the legend himself, Black Alpha. Another classic episode from the livest chat of all time. And another classic episode from Certified Black Society all damn day. Love y'all. Certified salute. And always remember, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that black is beautiful and beautiful is always black. There it is. One time.